Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special stream of Hellfinder. Now, I know what you're asking yourselves. What's a Hellfinder? Well, Hellfinder is my brand new modern horror RPG based on Pathfinder Second Edition. Here tonight, we are going to be exploring the game. We're going to be playing the introductory scenario to this horror game called The Half Past. But it's not just me playing here tonight. Oh no! I'm joined by some old friends. Let's go over here and say hello to all of my old friends. Hello, all of my old friends. I'm going to let them go around the mic and introduce themselves. For any of you who have seen Knights of Everflame, the show we did, forever ago now. I got my old cast back together. So without further ado, I'm going to toss it around the horn and let each of them introduce themselves and their character. So we'll start with you, Aki.
Hi, everybody. Oh my god. I'm so excited. This is really, really cool. I'm Aki, and I will be playing Beale Jameson, aka B. Beale is a psychiatrist, kind of well-to-do, they're kind of into knowing what's going on, and they do a lot of psychoanalyzing. So, yeah. They like to see into the mind of the matter.
Nice. Gina, you're up next.
Is me. Hello, I'm Gina DeVivo. I'm very excited to be back. And also, tonight, I'm going to be playing Agent Jennifer Travis, but please just call her Jen. The full name is weird. It's kind of linked to her past life. She's a bit of a jock. But as of late, her muscles sort of more serve her in moving dead bodies. She's a coroner. And she's buff. And you may not understand why a coroner needs to be really buff, but I do. I just do. You have to. Thanks. I have to see my time.
Erika, you're up next.
Dang it.
Hi, y'all. I'm Erika Fermina. I am playing Edith Reagan Vex. You can call her Reagan. No one does, but she really, really wants it to catch on. It hasn't yet. But, Edith is it's kind of an old lady name. Edith works with computers. She's tech. She is the true believer in UFOs, in Bigfoot, in aliens, extraterrestrials, the spirit realm, anything. She may be all about computers, but she believes there's more to life than science and tech, even though she's really good at tech. I think that's it.
Rachel?
I'm Rachel Seeley. I play Annalie Bronson, and she's a surveillance specialist, and that is all you are allowed to know. Everything else is classified.
That is fair. Perhaps we will learn more later. Jeremy, you're up next.
Hello, everybody. Jeremy S. Walker here. You may remember me from Knights of Everflame Season 1 and Knights of Everflame Season 2. I am playing Archibald Livingston Aurelius Davenport IV. That's right. I was the heir to one of the political dynasty families here in America, the Davenports. You may remember us. And, I had all the ambition to be president of the United States. I had the handshake, the smile, the charm, the charisma, all of that. And, something happened to me along the way. I really enjoyed psychedelic drugs and took a little bit too much at the Coachella Music Festival once. And I don't know if you remember the movie Almost Famous, but I was in a viral moment that you may have seen where I was standing on top of a porta potty screaming, "I am a golden god." And unfortunately, that really derailed my chances of becoming president. So now I'm part of the Bureau.
You got really popular on TikTok.
That came across my For You page, and I was like, how do I know this guy?
Yeah.
Work.
I know. It's it was a problem for the family.
So,
but I'm here now.
So the five of you work for the Bureau. Now, you may have entered the Bureau for your own reasons. You may have found your way into the life of service because you were pushed there, because you felt you had nowhere else to go, because you actually genuinely wanted to be there. But all of those reasons don't matter anymore, because you messed up. You did something wrong. You screwed up a case, you accused the wrong person, you mishandled evidence. Maybe you just were bad at your job. Maybe they caught you doing drugs. Maybe they caught you selling your service pistol to pay for a gambling habit. It could be anything, but you found yourselves sent to the basement. The very basement of the Hoover is where your new desk was. It was your last chance, your only chance for redemption. There you were sent to work for CLEAN, the Co-Departmental Land, Equipment, and Assets Network. Now, that's a fancy acronym for paper pusher. Your job is to go through all of the files that the FBI has and look for waste and fraud and solve up old receipts. It is boring, horrible clerical work. And you've been doing that for many months now. However, good behavior comes with some rewards. And you've been on your best behavior these past several months. And as a result, you have gotten your first field assignment. And that is where our story picks up. The story of Hellfinder is told through a series of dossiers. These dossiers contain a connected, ongoing adventure and campaign. However, we're not going to be playing that tonight. We're going to be playing the introductory adventure. Now, for those of you watching, you may be saying to yourself, whoa, hey, this might have spoilers. I don't want spoilers. But in truth, this adventure is designed to be played multiple times. In fact, it features some random elements in it that changes up the story each time you play. So for those of you watching, don't worry, you'll still be able to enjoy this yourself. You might know some of the details, but how it plays out will be radically different for your group. So, this tale begins on the road. The group of you are driving from DC, where you are headquartered, to your field assignment. This field assignment is located in the North Woods of Wisconsin. You're being sent to a town called Oshkood Falls. Now, we could dive into that story, but that's not where we're at. No, you're driving. They didn't pay to fly you there. They handed you the keys to an old Lincoln Town car and told you to drive yourself there because it's cheaper. So the 5 of you have been driving all day. You left DC early this morning, and the path you are taking, the freeways take you, out of Virginia, across Pennsylvania, and eventually into Ohio. And by the time you reach Ohio, it has gotten dark. You are in the middle of nowhere, and I do mean that incredibly sincerely. The road is dark. It is raining heavily. There are very few other cars out here. You're on a highway, but boy, it just seems like forever since you've seen an off-ramp, a town, anything. And it's starting to get late. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and the rain is pouring down very heavily. My first question for you as a group is, who is driving?
I have a decent drive.
I'm trained in it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly isn't me. I don't drive.
What time is it right now?
Jeremy, you're muted, by the way. It is about 8 o'clock. It is raining heavily. The sun has gone down, by the way. It's mid-October right now, so the sun has gone down. There is still a little bit of light in the western sky, but that is quickly fading, and it's hard enough to see with all this driving rain. So it sounds like Rachel is driving, if I understand things correctly. So
Annalie can drive. There's no music playing, though.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no music. Okay, good. So it's a nice
silence.
It's a nice, joyful drive.
Yes.
Well,
Nice, actually.
So you're all getting quite hungry. It is quite late, and you're getting quite tired. You've been on the road for entirely too long. And up ahead, you see a neon sign just starting to appear. And as it gets closer, you can see it is for a motel and diner called the Half-Past. Now, you have not seen anything for 30 minutes now of driving. You've just been driving through fields. The freeway just drives through fields. You haven't seen any towns, any cities, anything like that. So this may be your only choice of places to stay.
Jen, who has absolutely been asleep for the entirety of the car ride, sort of jostles awake and in a stupor just quickly says, "Does anybody else smell pancakes?
No.
Why does it smell like pancakes right now?"
Edith will look up from her laptop. Go. Yeah, I smell that.
The smell of
Is anyone else
pancakes
hungry?
wafting heavily through the airs. Yeah, it's either pancakes or somebody's having a stroke. Either way, there's a place to
Stop
stop.
at the diner.
All right. So, this place. So, just so that you've got the full scene, there is an off-ramp that goes to this place, but then that off-ramp gets right back on the freeway. There's not like a road here that goes anywhere. This is literally a freeway side motel and diner. And as you pull up to this motel, the rain driving down in sheets, you can tell that it's, there's a handful of cars here. It also looks like there's a semi in the parking lot. And you're able to kind of pull up the off-ramp and pull into the parking lot. Place doesn't look full by any means. But it is pretty clear that there are a fair number of people here. You can see light streaming out of the diner in the front. The building's kind of L-shaped. There is kind of, at the very front, there is this diner. There's a row of rooms, 1 story. And then in the back, there's this kind of L. That's 2 stories. And there's a bunch of rooms back there. So the parking lot is kind of nestled between it. I'm going to show everybody at home the map here just briefly. This is like the full map, but no secrets. It's just a motel. So this is kind of what the map looks like. This is what the motel kind of looks like. You can see the semi and stuff parked there. So you come pulling up, to this diner and park the car.
Do you think the name is literal?
What? What? Did you say something?
Do you think the name is literal?
What? The name
Like
is...
it's-
Oh, yeah.
Like this is the
The
last
name of the
place
hotel.
you'll find.
Oh.
Oh.
It's called
Yeah, I guess it is.
The place is called the Half Past, and it's clear that their logo, which looks kind of burnt out. This place looks pretty run down. I'm not going to lie. Now that you've pulled up to it, now that you're close and you can see it in the rain, boy, this place looks a little run down. It looks like it hasn't had a coat of paint in a long time. The paint on the doors is peeling. The diner in front looks a little dingy, but you see a bunch of people in there having food, so they must be doing something right.
I wonder
Next
if they have biscuits and gravy.
They might.
No.
I don't think I've ever met a diner that didn't. As Jen holds the door open for anyone else to crawl out of the vehicle.
Yeah. B comes right on out.
So I'm assuming, being that you are agents, you've got a lot of gear, but most of that stuff's probably in the trunk. You're probably just wearing your suits or your dresses or whatever it is that you're wearing. You all are trained in firearms and wearing bulletproof vests and stuff like that, but I'm wagering you're not wearing those to go to the diner. So you leave that stuff
Edith
in.
is.
Edith wears that
she
all the time.
No.
She's got a big backpack that's sitting on her lap that she shoves her laptop into, and as she's getting out, she puts it on.
Edith, inconspicuous as possible.
Clearly.
But okay, and she pulls a big hoodie out of the backpack and shoves it on over her
That works.
gear.
I
So
definitely
you
would have
all-
made sure to park in a spot where we could see it from the diner.
Sure. As a matter of fact, I took the initiative, and on the map there is that kind of darker car that's all the way to the left there. That is your car.
Perfect.
So,
Nice parking job.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
very
bad.
nice.
Thank you.
So, you all park there. Now, right next to the diner, there is like the window in the wall that looks like where you would book a room. So if somebody wants to go get rooms, you can do that. You can go straight into the diner and worry about that later. It's up to you.
Well, as as Archie gets out of the car and heads there, as someone who typically travels with quite a bit of security detail, I definitely have had something on, like a bulletproof vest. Something. I just don't trust anybody. That's there's been so many attacks against my family's life. So I would like to make sure that
Archie.
Yes, you know that, and I'm happy to go to book the room at the reception.
I'll go with Archie.
So you can wear your bulletproof vests. They're designed. They're pretty slim, right? They don't look too. You can wear them underneath your clothing. Generally speaking, anybody who looks closely will be able to tell you're wearing one. But you can wear them if you want. So it sounds like Archie's going to go get rooms. Is anybody going with Archie, or is Archie just doing that by himself?
Annalee's going.
Okay. All right, so Archie and Annalee are going to go get rooms. It sounds like the rest of you are going to go inside the diner?
Yeah, just sort of gesture back. I don't want a twin, okay? As I'm just like, as you hear the jingle of the door into the diner.
Copy that.
Nice. So I'll get to
see.
the folks who are heading into the diner here in just a moment. For the two of you that go up to the window. So first of all, to be clear, when you step out, it is driving rain. It is freezing cold, and it is raining very heavily. And it's coming down to kind of almost a 45-degree angle, which is really unfortunate because even outside at the window, you're getting kind of drenched. And there's an overhang, but you're still getting drenched. Now, this brings us to one of the first features of Hellfinder, and that is stress. Stress is a thing that characters can get from time to time by being in stressful situations. Now, that could be horrible things, but it could also just be mundane, annoying things, like being outside in the drenching rain. So, Archie, Annalee, can you both please take 1 point of stress? As you are having to be outside in the freezing rain trying to book a room. Now, I will say this. You can also get rid of stress in the easy ways that most of us get rid of stress. By relaxing, by unplugging, by spending some time in quiet and peace, by also indulging in vices, having a beer, going out for a couple smokes, right? There's lots of ways you can get rid of stress, but there's lots of ways to gain it, too. So,
as we approach the counter there, I look over at Annalee, and Archie says to her, just so you know, once we get in that room, I got a bottle of whiskey, actually. And if you want to take a shot, we can certainly do that. Archie's not really any stranger to vices or having a little bit of fun.
They've all seen the video. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, maybe. We'll see.
Just
We'll see
figured,
how the night-
get out of this rain. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. So you approach the window, and it's got like a little wooden wall in front of the little opening, and there's nobody inside, but there is like a metal bell, a little aluminum bell that you can ring.
okay.
My guest.
Okay. So you ring the bell, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
After a moment or two, you see a door off on the side open up and some lights spill in, and then the lights get turned on, and kind of a heavier set older woman comes in. She looks to be about 65, 70. She's wearing kind of a faded, frankly looks kind of dirty floral smock, and she has her hair in a net for the night, as if she was preparing to go to bed. Now, mind you, it's like 8 o'clock. And she's got a cigarette hanging out of her mouth with and it's like 3/4 ashes. And it's just bending and curving as she walks up and slides the thing over. And you notice that she's wearing a name tag that says Maxine, owner. And she looks at you too, and she's like, "What do you want?"
We have 5 people that need a room.
Annalie, if you don't mind, may I take this?
Have fun.
Maxine, how are you this evening? It is.
Damn, my corns are acting up. You want 5 separate
you look
rooms?
fantastic. You know what? Do you have anything, maybe a penthouse suite, anything of that nature?
Pretty sure they got some penthouse over in the diner, but we ain't got suites here.
That's not at all what I was thinking. Okay. Well, you know what? We've got 5 lovely people. We're going to be great for your establishment. If you could just point us to the cleanest, nicest rooms that you have, please, Maxine, that would be great. Thank you so much. You look beautiful, by the way.
She looks back at you know what, Jeremy? Give me a diplomacy check. Let's do that. Give me a diplomacy skill check.
All right.
Trying to sweet talk Maxine.
You know it. You know it. Let's see what I have here for diplomacy. +5, baby. Is that a 7?
Maxine's like, yeah, that ain't gonna get you far. And she goes back to the keys. She's like, you want doubles or you want queens?
Damn it. Maxine, we must have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm so sorry. You know what? If you got the queens, the biggest beds you have would be great. Okay.
Yeah, I got queens. All right. She gets 5 keys. She's like, 2 of them are down on the first floor. The other 3 are up on the second floor over there. She goes, you'll need to pay in advance. $50 a night.
Are we able to get rooms that are next to each other?
No. I got people staying over there already.
Okay.
Is there no way to get any on the same floor?
Well, 3 are on the same floor and 2 are on a different floor.
Let's just go with the 3 on the same floor and we can share.
Sure, if we need to.
I got some twins, too. I got 2 twins.
Well, let's see. I think we had a request for a twin, I believe.
No.
Did we not?
No. Jen said no twin.
Jen said no twins. Okay,
Jen
then no
said no.
twins, Maxine.
Just for
yeah.
Okay. She's like,
Yeah,
I got
all queens.
3 queens up on the top floor and 2 on the bottom. You want all 5 or you just want 3?
And how many floors are in this hotel, Maxine?
2.
Okay, then I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Can I get
Okay.
a room with just 2 single beds and Jen and I will share that room? How about that?
Yeah, that's a twin. That's right over here. It's in a different part of the building, but yeah.
Are they shoved together?
Yeah, there's a room with 2 beds in it, yeah.
All right, Mr. Diplomacy.
Maxine.
So she gives you one key to a room with 2 twins, or the 2 twin beds, and then she gives you the 3 rooms upstairs that are all next to each other, that are all queens. So you're relatively clustered. And she's like,
Okay.
that'll be $125. The room with the twin is more expensive.
Interesting. 125 total for all the rooms.
Yeah. Too rich for your blood?
Not at all.
To be
think
fair,
we can
that's
handle that.
really cheap.
Yeah.
I can pay for it, Mr. President. And she just puts money down, like a card down.
All right. Maxine gives you the keys, and you can join everybody else in the diner and get out of this driving away. Now, meanwhile, the other agents enter the diner, and inside, there's a fair number of people in here. When you first open up the door, you see kind of a larger white man sitting up at the desk. He's kind of a bigger guy. He's wearing a vest. He's got a big red trucker hat on that just says red on the front of it. In one of the
lovely.
booths nearby, there is a elderly couple that appear to be enjoying a piece of pie. Further down the counter, because there's like a counter and then there's booths. So the trucker is kind of at one end of the counter, closest to the door. At the other end, kind of closer on the far side of the diner, there is a businessman. He looks to be in his late 30s, early 40s. Looks like he's perhaps Japanese. And he is quietly sitting there looking at a book. And who else? As far as other guests, there's one person in a booth by himself. He's in the back, kind of the furthest booth from the door. He is facing the door. He is a massive man. He looks like he must be well over 6 feet tall. He looks built and stacked. He is dressed in entirely dark colors and has like a trench coat hanging on the hook next to his booth. He has a very dour look on his face, and when you enter, he kind of looks up at you, and you can't help but notice that he like scans each one of you in turn.
Jen, I dare you to arm wrestle him.
Oh, we're already... This person looked me up and down?
Not in a, like, checking you out kind of way, but more in, like, a pat-down kind of way. Like you've seen this in the agency. It's about threat assessment. He kind of looked at you like a threat.
Great. When Reagan says that, I would like to immediately evaluate if I believe whether or not, based on his physique, if I could take him in an arm wrestling match.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I'm sweepy. I'm not noticing nothing. That's only a 7.
Oh, tough.
Oh no!
No,
You don't think you could take him?
No. I immediately like try to no. Shh, don't say that too loud. That looks like the kind of guy that will immediately break you in half even if you try. Shh. And just like grab Reagan like no. Don't look. Just sit down. Not at all. And shove us both into a booth. Don't look. Just
And
don't,
she's
just don't look.
doing that thing where she's not moving her head, but she's definitely still looking at him. Like,
Hey, eyes.
So
We're gonna
as
eat,
you
and then we're gonna
enter,
sleep.
there's a ding of a little bell at the top of the door, and there's 2 staff here as well. You can see a woman who's behind the counter. She's wearing a very kind of traditional pink waitress uniform with the apron and a big name tag that says Debbie. She looks like she's in her mid-20s. And then back in the kitchen, you can only barely make out who it is, but there's somebody who's like rail thin and super tall. Looks like he's wearing like a Sabbath t-shirt, but he's got the apron on. He's probably the cook, would be your guess. You
love
can't
a
really make
line
out
cook.
much about him because he's real tall and the window is real short. So where the heat lamps are, right? And the woman, the server, sees you enter and goes, "Oh, welcome to the half past. Just take a seat anywhere. I'll bring you some menus."
Thanks so much, Sugar.
Thank you.
Oh, think nothing of it, sugar. She comes up and I'm assuming you pick a booth. You could all fit in a booth. Okay.
Sure.
are we in a booth near the old couple sharing a pie?
So there are, if we look back at the map, down here in the restaurant, there's like 3 booths. Then there's an old jukebox. Then there's 2 more booths. So the booth way down at the end is where the kind of very large hulking man is. The old couple is in the booth, kind of in the middle of the 3 booths. So they're in that booth. And then you've got the trucker who's at the counter and the businessman who's at the counter. kind of on opposite ends. Which means the Japanese businessman is kind of right near the big hulking guy with his back to him. So you can sit on either side of the elderly couple, or you could take the booth right next to the big hulking guy.
Let's do couple. Couple sounds great.
My vote's the couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit next to the jukebox or in the corner?
I'd like to play some music, so let's put some,
Yeah, jukebox.
Next to the jukebox would be
Yeah,
lovely.
jukebox sounds fine.
Okay.
And I want to try to flag Debbie down, just to get a couple of towels, if you got time.
Debbie's like,
just
sure,
truly
think
whenever, we're
nothing
just
of
a
it.
little-
I'll go get you some towels. Yeah, it's drenching out there. She goes
thank you.
and gets you some towels. Can I get you all some water? That'd be nice? Yeah, I'll get you some
Yes,
water.
please.
Yeah,
Water-
right. I'll take
water-
the coffee. No
Yes,
water.
I'd take coffee as well, or actually hot tea.
I will also take a coffee, and whatever pie they are eating looks great.
Why, we have cherry tonight. That's the pie tonight. Well, happy to get you a slice right away if you like. So,
Debbie, can I request just a little bit of, if you have a plate of lemons, please. I love lemon water. You know, it's something that I've always used for my voice.
she's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can bring you out some lemons. That's fine. Why don't you all take a look at these menus? The two of you just joined, by the way.
I was going to say, are we in there yet?
Yeah, no, you're
Oh,
there. Yeah. Sure. You all are able to pack into this booth. And you look at the menu, and it is traditional diner fare, right? So they do have breakfast served all day, so if you want pancakes or eggs or something like that, you can get that. If you want a club sandwich, they'll serve you a club sandwich. If you want, a burger, they also have a steak that comes with a baked potato, and pie, and traditional diner food. Basically, stuff you can cook on a blacktop or things that can be fried. That's what they have. So, Debbie goes to fetch your beverages, leaving you there to kind of talk amongst yourselves or look around the room, check out some of the people. I've given you basic descriptions of people, but if you want, you can kind of check them out and see what they're all about, or even go talk to them if you feel like it.
Did we get any paperwork or information about the thing that we are headed to do?
Yeah, so you have an entire dossier that lists kind of the things you're being sent to go retrieve. So your job is to go close down an old field office. It's a field office that supposedly was shuttered in 1996. The year right now, by the way, is 2029 in game. So it's a few years in the future from us. And the list of stuff you're being sent to get is really odd. It's got some old cars and stuff. You're also being instructed to pack up all of the hard drives. But there's a bunch of odd gear on there as well that sounds scientific that you're supposed to pack up and bring back with you. It's something you'll have to figure out when you get there. Probably tomorrow. You'll probably arrive late tomorrow if you drive all day.
Annalie would probably be just poring over that, trying to memorize it.
Okay. So that sounds like what Annalie is doing. B, what are you doing? What are you up to?
I think B has been sort of looking around the room, scoping out the various denizens of the diner, and also kind of side-eyeing the menu a little bit and trying to decide what they want.
Okay.
But generally, they're just kind of checking everybody out rather quietly, trying to get a lay of the land, kind of figure people out by sort of watching the way they act.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, not even the right die.
If you roll a d12, it's not going to go well.
No, it's not. But I got a 19.
19. Well, the first thing you notice is that this trucker talks to Debbie a lot. He's constantly like, "Hey, can I get some more water? So nice to see you, Debbie. It's always a pleasure. When's your shift get over? And, and Debbie, the thing you notice immediately is that this guy's clearly a regular, and Debbie is handling him with practiced ease. And she's like, now after my shift I have to get home to my kids, and just kind of deflecting him, and, he keeps kind of lightly hitting on her, but she's clearly an old hand at dealing with his nonsense.
This is a case of this is not a case of will they, won't they. This is a case of never will, but they're both okay with that.
Well, she certainly is. You don't know that he is, but at least so far, that's the way it seems to be going.
Yeah, I can imagine he's not actually okay with it, but he's doing his best to be okay with it.
Yeah. Jen, what are you up to?
Jen currently has a full towel over her head as she is drying off her crew, or like her short hair, and getting herself as dry as possible, and wringing out her shoulders, and kind of nudges for Reagan to let her out of the booth so that she can kind of just walk off a bit of the drive, and definitely has a lot of tension in her body, maybe from the car ride, maybe from the silent drive with 5 other people in the car, maybe it's who knows, it could be so many things.
Okay.
But she definitely has a little bit of just leaking as she's walking around.
Hey, there's definitely kind of room to pace up in the front of the diner.
I think she's
up near the bathrooms.
Yeah, I think exactly. She's just kind of pacing around the bathrooms and giving herself some space from people for a moment, just like looking so forward to that big queen bed that she's gonna get to stretch out in later. And that's where Jen's at.
All right. Well, when you do get up and walk past the old couple, sitting there sharing their piece of pie, they kind of look at you and smile. They're like, "Oh, welcome. The pie here is great."
Oh yeah. No, we already got some for the table. I'm gonna long drive. Gotta pee.
Yeah. Oh no, well, she looks and goes, "Well, be careful." So do you actually go in the bathroom?
Yep, because I just told the lady, and now I gotta go in.
So the bathroom's a crime scene. I mean, it could be worse, but it's not very clean. The toilet is very dirty. The sink has a wad of paper in it, so it's kind of stopped up, and the floor is kind of filthy. It's not nice. It's not nice. You could use this, but it will definitely give you a point of stress.
I shut the door behind me because I did tell that lady, and if I come back out, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Just right away.
Sure.
So I closed the door behind me, and then just stand in there for the amount of time I think would be appropriate for her to think I'm peeing, but not too long because it smells awful in here.
Yeah. So you play the polite game of I stay in here long enough to make it look like I did the thing I said I did, but I'm touching nothing.
Yeah, but I'm touching literally nothing.
That's
but
fair.
I probably will check myself out in the mirror because it's really hard to be near a mirror and not look at yourself.
So you go and look in the mirror, and somebody has written on the mirror using like a black Sharpie. It just says, "I can hear whispers." That's it.
Too bad I don't have a pen. I turn on the faucet to make the faucet sound, and then go to leave the bathroom.
All right. So, Edith, what are you up to?
Edith is on her phone looking up local cryptids and seeing how far away they are from our current position in Wisconsin.
Well, so you're currently in Ohio, but sure.
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah,
We're going to Wisconsin.
There's plenty
Ohio.
of cryptids in Wisconsin you're going to get to experience. But
Yes.
the first thing you notice is that your cell reception here is awful. You have 1 to 2 bars. And you are definitely back on the Edge network. Welcome to the internet being super slow.
She's just like slowly losing her mind, watching everything load like one line at a time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Debbie, do you have Wi-Fi here?
Debbie comes back and is like, well, we did, but it broke a while back. We haven't been able to fix it yet. I told Maxine to get somebody out here, but I don't think she's been able to schedule anybody yet.
Okay. Thank you. Can I also get an order of curly fries?
Sure thing. All right. Anna, you are going through the documents for your assignment. I've kind of told you a bit about that. Yeah, it's just weird. Do you have any, you don't have like lore science, do you? No.
No,
right.
I don't.
Yeah, looking at the list of equipment, it sounds real damn strange, but you guess you'll have to figure it out when you get there. You're not sure what a mass spectrometer or a dosimeter is, but sure it'll be fine.
Annalee, you look a little troubled. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just reading this paper and I don't know what these words mean, but it's fine. I don't need to know what they do as long as I can pick them up.
Might I have a quick look?
Sure, it's just our dossier.
I have lore science. May I roll?
Absolutely.
That'll be a 16.
This is all science gear involving radiation. A dosimeter is a thing that detects radiation, and if you ever hear the clicking, that's a dosimeter. Mass spectrometer, that can be used for a lot of things, but is oftentimes used in radiological research and testing. And there's also like lists on here for like field network monitoring stations and stuff for doing like massive testing. You have no idea why a bureau field office would have this stuff. It makes no sense to you at all. Especially not in 1996.
I exposit all of that to Annalee. That's really rather odd.
I believe you when you say that. Does it say how heavy it is?
Well, the dosimeter is something you can hold in your hand.
Great.
Some of these other
That's all
things
I
are
need to
probably
know.
pretty big pieces of equipment, though. Archie, what are you up to?
Well, at this point, Archie's starting to sweat a little bit. It's a little hot. And so, the jacket's got to come off. And
He's a
Archie
method actor,
says,
you see.
that's right. So Archie decides, hey, it's a little boring and stale in here. I'd like to maybe turns on some tunes. But in the meantime, Archie goes to the, if this is okay, goes to the bar by himself, away from the table, and says, "Can I just get a Coke, like a glass of Coca-Cola?"
Debbie's like, yeah, sure thing. I was about to come take your orders.
You can just bring it directly to me, if that's
All right.
okay.
So she goes over to the soda fountain and pours you up a tumbler of some cola beverage whose name we won't mention. Here you go.
Yeah. And that's great. So
They don't have
Archie
Coke
then
or
reaches
Pepsi
in-
here. It's probably like, Beaver brand
Royal
cola.
Crown.
It's
Yeah.
some
RC.
local. No, RC would be too nice for this place. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shasta.
And then
Cola.
so Archie just reaches into his pocket, just grabs his little flask.
Oh, I see.
Just pours a little bit into that, just a little shake, and okay, now we can
One
get started.
big hand claps the back of your shoulder in that moment as Jen just kind of quickly slides into the seat next to you and very quickly whispers, do not use the restroom, and it is not a good indicator of where we might be sleeping tonight. Just letting you know. And then she kind of moves away, seemingly not having noticed you put anything in your drink.
So,
Okay. And then at that point, Archie adds just a little bit more.
so
into the
Archie,
glass.
you can go ahead and remove that point of stress that you got as you finish that drink.
Fantastic.
And everybody ends up back to the table. Debbie comes back to take your orders, and as she's going around the table, she asks you what each one of you would like to have to eat. And I'm going to start with you, B.
Well, honey, I will take an egg white omelet with sausage and mushrooms and spinach, and I'll have that with cheddar cheese tonight, and of course your potatoes, and I'll take a bowl of fruit.
Oh, I'll have to check with T if we have fruit today, but I'll check.
Thank you. If you don't, it's no bother.
And you? She looks to you, Jen.
Oh, yeah. 2 orders of pancakes, blueberries. You don't need the whipped cream. I'm good.
You want syrup, or you want you want syrup, or you want? Oh, you said no whipped cream. You want syrup?
Yeah. Syrup, great. Take it.
Can do. You want some bacon with that?
No. They give me bad dreams. And Jen winks at
She kind of looks at you and goes, "All right." And you? She looks to Edith.
So I already ordered some pie and some curly fries. I will also do a side of bacon, and I will take her whipped cream.
She's like, "You know what? Fair enough. You want me to put that all on a plate? I can arrange it in a smiley face."
Actually, yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Anna? She turns to Anna. What would you like?
Just a plate with an egg and some bacon.
I can make that happen. Yeah, no problem.
Great. Toast, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
And you? She looks to you, Archie.
First of all, Debbie, your eyes are strikingly gorgeous. I just wanted you to know that.
She's like,
and-
"Aw, you been talking to Red?"
I'm just going to take a wild guess and assume you guys don't have any plant-based meats here, do you?
She's like, "I got a salad."
That's not what I was thinking, but how about this? How about maybe just egg white omelet, if you've got it, maybe with spinach and cheese?
Sure, we can make that happen. Sure. You want bacon?
Great. No, thank you.
Sausage? Ham steak? Steak?
What is that?
Ham steak? You ain't never had a ham steak?
Thank you, Debbie. No, I have not, but I appreciate it. Thanks for the offer, and
She's like,
that'll be fine.
No problem. Now, you all happy with your beverages? We do have beer, by the way. If you want beer, we got bottled beer. We also got
nice.
soft drinks and water and milk and juice.
All good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
I think
Well,
I'm okay
will-
with the soda you gave me.
I will make that happen. And as she's finishing up, the speaker system in here suddenly starts crackling. Like it's there's nothing playing, but it's clear that there's like distortion on the line, and it's just kind of doing that. And it's really, really pretty irritating. As a matter of fact, it's so irritating that I want all of you to give me a will save.
Oh, great.
You notice everybody in this place is kind of whinging at it.
21.
That's great.
I also
23.
rolled a 21.
23.
Yes! Let's fucking go! I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but
You're fine.
happening.
Hellfinder
Got a
is
big
an
old
adult.
nine.
I repeat.
Oh
we
no!
have been
Ran
in the
away.
Oh no! You were the only one driving. That's why.
Yep.
Anna, take 1 point of stress. So you're up to 2 now.
Man, whoever's turn it was to drive next really should have woken up, huh?
Can I actually do a quick, I don't know if I can, but a machinery roll to see if I can tell if this is like interference from a radio?
No, you don't even need to make a roll. You're pretty sure it's just a bad old system, right? Like the wiring probably somewhere is split and it's letting noise bleed in. Debbie kind of winces at that and she's like, damn thing's always on the fritz. Well, one of you just go pick something from the jukebox, okay? It don't take quarters or nothing anymore. That broke a long time ago. Just play something. Make this stop. And Debbie goes to get your food.
I believe you wanted a song, Mr. Davenport.
I would love that. You know, this I could use something just liven the mood up in here, right? You know, it just seems kind of so dead. So Archie gets up and says, I'm going to assume that they have Journey, Guns N' Roses, and...
Or maybe Golden by Bowie.
So you get over to
Freebird.
the jukebox, and the jukebox is as old as everything else in this place. Looking at it, it's one of those where, like, all of the song titles were on these little paper cards stuck in this little rail, and there's, like, 7 letters and 7 numbers. So there was like 49 different selections. And you look down at it, and they are all so sun-bleached, you can't read any of them at all. So you literally just have to pick a combination.
So Archie just looks at this and is like, I don't know. I mean, anything on here probably isn't anything that I listen to anyway.
Yeah, it goes from... the way it works is there's A to G and then 1 to 7.
Okay. So... Archie presses C4.
Okay. You press C4. Okay.
And gives it a little kick, too, because it's, I don't know. Yeah,
so
you
you begin, the machine kind of flares to life, the lights flicker a bit, the static ends, and the music that comes on is like a country ballad, like a slow country ballad.
Great.
And yeah, so that's going now. But at least the static is gone. You know, it's one of those songs where somebody sings about how they lost their truck, their dog, their girlfriend, and their gun, right? You know, it's one of those.
Love that.
Yeah, that's what's playing right now. And you notice the trucker over there is like, yeah, it's a good pick.
Archie acknowledges and
he turns to face you. His hat does just say red on the front of it, by the way. He is wearing a big vest. He's got a big scruffy beard that looks like he hasn't shaved it in far too long, or trimmed it even. He's got some mustard stains on his vest. He's got a hot dog in one hand. He's like, yeah, that's a nice song. One of my favorites.
Yeah, sounds great. Who's the artist?
This is Red Sterling. He's one of my favorites. He's from South Carolina.
Love it. Red Sterling. I'll have to look him up on Spotify. You know what that is, Red?
He looks at you funny. Is that all? Is that a radio station?
Forget it. Yeah.
No, we're good. Debbie, you ever heard of Spotify? And she's like, yeah, of course I have. All right. So a few moments go by. You're at the table. You're sitting there. You notice the businessman down at the end. It looks like he ordered food, but he didn't touch it at all. He just kind of pushes his plate back across the table. He got a club sandwich, and he folds up. He had this small leatherette journal that he kind of folds up, and you see him put it in his pocket. And he holds out his hand and just drops some wadded up money on the table and gets up and leaves. So he departs. So the way you are sitting, I'm actually going to assume you are arrayed in the booth just as you are in our frame here. So that means B is on one end, then Jen is in a corner, Edith is kind of in the middle, Anna's in the other corner, and Archie's on the other end. So Archie and Anna, the two of you are facing, or can easily look, down toward where the Japanese businessman was, and also you can see the big kind of hulking guy. I need both of you to give me perception checks.
I got a 19.
All right.
I'm just looking for where that is on my sheet.
It's on
I
the
got a
right
16.
side.
Okay.
Actually, oh wait, 22. I'm so sorry. I thought I didn't have anything.
So both of you noticed this actually.
Huge.
The guy down at the end, you can see just poking out of the collar of his dress shirt. You can see a star tattoo. Looks pretty faded. And on the other side, underneath his chin, you can see like 2 daggers and a few blood drops. They look like Russian prison tattoos.
I just glanced over at Archie to see if he saw it too.
Anna, do you notice what's on his neck?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
Have you seen those before?
I don't think... Well, actually, with my surveillance background, would I?
Probably, yeah.
Russian prison tattoos.
Especially if you did any work in Europe, dealing with, Russian, hitmen and mobsters. You see a lot of these types.
Yeah, given her background, I feel like she definitely would have. Do I know what the faded star and the 2 daggers mean?
You'd have to get a closer look at them. There might be some other symbols around him that might give a sense of like, oh, this guy was in this sort of unit or gang, or this guy killed X number of people, or what. It could be a lot of things. But you'd have to get a good look at all of them.
And Jason, he's still just sitting there, right?
He's currently eating a steak. But he's also eating the steak really strangely, because he's eating, but he's not looking at his food. He's just cutting it and looking around the diner and eating. Very heavy brow, dark hair, very closely cropped. Just looks like a real tough customer.
Yeah. Something's. I'm getting this sense about this guy. I don't know. I don't know if it's a flashback or something that's happening right now, but I kind of want to go talk to him.
Don't talk to him. Just keep an eye on him. If he does anything suspicious, then we'll go and intercept. But right now, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
It's true.
All
I'm gonna
right.
keep hyper focused on him while not actually looking at him.
All right. So a few moments go by, your food comes out, Debbie comes out with like all the plates arranged on her arms and starts putting them down on the table. There y'all go. If there's anything else I can get you, y'all just let me know.
Debbie, quick question.
Yeah.
That man in the corner, you don't have to look at him. Is he a regular here? The
Never
big
seen him
burly
before.
one?
We don't get too many regulars here, except for, Red and a few others, but no, I've never seen him before in my life.
Okay.
Quiet.
Has he? Has he?
looked
Is this the
familiar.
first time he's been here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen him. He didn't even ask what he wanted, he just pointed at the menu. Kind of a rude type. Tried to be friendly to him, but he didn't say anything at all.
Well, don't let it bother you.
I don't. Diner takes all types.
Jen is staring daggers at both of you. What are you doing? It is 9 p.m. and we have been driving all day. Why do you have that look on your faces?
All I'm doing is eating eggs and toast.
You're eating eggs and toast while staring at a patron across the diner. And I want to sleep.
Staring.
So
you're staring. You're both staring, and you're already sweating, Archie. What's happening?
It's unrelated. It's just hot. I'm just a little hot.
That's just how he is.
At this point, the door opens, and in comes what looks to be like a handyman. He's wearing coveralls. He's got some grease stains and some dirt and grime on his coveralls. Looks Hispanic, about 30, 35 years old or so. And he kind of bellies up to the diner. He doesn't take a seat. And he says, "Debbie, could I get a cup of coffee?" And Debbie's like, "Yeah, sure. No problem, Henry. I'll get you one right away." And she goes in and fetches him a cup of coffee. And the two of them have a bit of small talk. Looks like he probably works here. So you all have your food.
Archie looks over at Jen and says, "Do you want to maybe tell him about the bathroom you were telling me about?"
Oh, yeah. Blanket rule. Don't. Outside.
Don't
Outside.
What?
Don't go to
Copy
the bathroom in here.
Wait, where are we supposed to go?
Outside.
I imagine our own rooms
Your room's
have
probably a
bathrooms.
That's fingers crossed.
Well, I certainly
Pick it up.
hope
You
we
got a key?
didn't.
Yes, we can divvy up keys.
Great.
Are we all taking a separate room?
What did you get for us?
A bunch.
You have keys to a room with 2 twin beds and 3 rooms with queens. That's what you have.
I grab a key at random, and you notice that Jen's plate is already completely gone. She has wolfed down 2 plates of full pancakes.
Incredible.
And looks like just happy and fed and just... You're pretty used to Jen eating very quickly and a lot of calories. And you understand where it is all going as she is barely fitting into her white button down that looks very unnatural on her.
Well,
The food is-
everyone take a pick.
The food is
This is
decent.
great.
Yeah.
This is perfect diner food.
It is.
It kind of leaves like
very
a
much diner food,
film
yeah.
in the best way. You just get to taste it forever.
That film is called
Love those.
Grease. It's on everything.
Love
it. Okay, so the only thing I really need to know is what 2 people are going in the room with the 2 twin beds.
I'd take one.
Okay.
I think comedically, I probably grab the one that's with the twin and don't know it until I'm there.
That means the rest of you, B, Edith, and Archie, you all get a key to one of the rooms with the queen in it. All of those rooms are upstairs. They're all next to each other on the kind of far side of the motel. Whereas the room with the 2 twin beds is actually just north of the diner. If I bring up the map here, you've got the diner, then you've got Maxine's apartment, that's the red, and then you've got the rooms with twins. The keys that you get is to the one that's just south of the laundry room. That's that purple box there. You'll figure that out soon enough. So that's where you're at.
Okay.
So
Do these rooms have connecting doors or anything?
No.
Yeah.
not remotely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Those of you who got the queens, you're in all 3 of the rooms with queens in that kind of north block on the 2nd floor. So you're closest to the stairs in kind of the middle, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Right? So not the far ones, the ones closer to the bend. You're in those 3 upstairs.
Roger that.
Okay. So you're finishing up your food, it's like I said, it's perfectly good, it's filling, it's not exactly the most flavorful, for I mean, you got mostly breakfast food, so there's not generally a lot of spices in there, but you're pretty sure that this place doesn't know what paprika is. So you got some salt and pepper. So that's a thing. Garlic? What's that? So you enjoy your meal. The handyman comes and goes. You see him go outside and get in one of the cars and leave. He's the only person who's left so far. The businessman, he probably went to his room, assuming he is staying here. At this point in time, the old couple pay their bill. And as they're getting up, you learn his name is Walter, because his wife calls him that. And he's like, should we get another piece of pie? And no, she's like, Walter, you can't have another piece of pie before bed. And he's like, all right. And then they pay their bill, and they make their way. And Walter looks to all of you, and he's like, pie here is really good. And it actually is. Edith, you enjoyed the pie quite a bit. It's cherry pie. It's quite tasty.
I've also put I crushed up some of my bacon on top of it with the whipped cream.
Oh, nice. Yeah, delicious.
Unholy combination.
Salty, sweet. Yeah, it's amazing. So you're all you're not quite done eating yet, but things are starting to wind down here. You're gonna wager this place probably closes at about 10. The door opens again. Someone new comes in. You see a young woman, looks to be maybe 20. She comes in holding a bag in her arms. She looks thoroughly drenched. You didn't see any cars pull up. She may have walked here. And you don't know how that's possible, because it's not like there's a road. There's the freeway. So she comes in and she looks just absolutely drenched. And she kind of comes up to the counter and sits down, and she's kind of nearest the door. So she's kind of up near the bathrooms. And Debbie immediately goes up and is like, "Oh, can I get you a towel or something?" And gets her a towel and stuff, and she starts drying off, and she pulls back her hood, and she has kind of a shock of purple hair, and she just looks kind of soaked and not happy about it. And she's just kind of clutching this bag to her chest, and she says, Could I get like a cheeseburger and some fries to go? I'm gonna take them back to my room." And Debbie's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. I can make that happen for you," and goes to take the order.
Oh, poor darling. I wonder what happened to her.
She looks not well. You don't know that. I wouldn't say that she's sick, but she definitely is. Her eyes are kind of darting around. She's kind of looking at everybody here. She looks kind of furtively at the door every now and again. And everybody can give me a perception check.
Yeah.
9.
19.
21.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Gina, I don't think I heard what you got.
14.
14. Okay. So, it does look like she has a bit of a bruise on the side of her face. It's faded, but it definitely looked like she had a bruise on her face. And Archie, you notice that whenever a car drives by on the freeway, she looks out and watches it go past.
So Archie turns to Anna. Have you noticed this young lady? Every time, she's just kind of like skittish, and every time a car drives by, she's looking at it.
I'm wondering if she's a runaway.
Something's going on. And did you notice that on her face?
I did. Jason, did the guy in the corner, the Russian man, have any reaction to her coming in?
Yes, he noticed her.
He looks at everybody when they come in. You notice his eyes dart from everybody who's left in the room. But when he looks at her, he You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. It's not like he
Okay.
reacted in any way. He looked at her the same way he looks at all of you.
Good.
I think at this point, Archie's starting to feel like he should check on her. Something's not right.
Okay. So you get up and...
So Archie gets up, walks over.
Anybody else?
I mean, I'd love to go over and talk to her.
Sure.
I'm just gonna sit and watch, and I'm gonna keep an eye on
Okay.
the Russian guys.
Bill, shall we?
So you definitely notice that when you stand up, the Russian guy kind of straightens himself, and you notice as he stops eating and he puts his hands down at his waist. But when you go up to the front and start talking to her, he goes back to eating.
Dang it. Everyone's
Interesting.
getting so shifty, aren't they?
This
is how
this
small
diner
towns
is
are.
downright shifty.
I
girl
know.
from a small town.
Jen's just making the connections and staring at the people left in the booth and staring at everyone being weird and knows she's not getting any sleep tonight.
So the two of you go up to the young woman down at the end of the bar. Red, by the way, is paying up right now. And he sees you and he's like, "Now, Debbie, I'm going to be in my truck. If you get cold or lonely, you just come let me know." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll be sure to do that should that happen. Now, you get going, Red. I'll see you next time." And he's like, "Okay." He goes out to his big surprise. He's the driver of the big red semi-truck.
Yes.
Shock of shocks. So he goes and climbs.
And Archie says, "Red Sterling." Right? Yep.
That's the one.
Got it.
So he goes and you see him go. You don't even think he has a room. He literally climbs into the sleeper cab of his semi.
Was he drinking? Like alcohol at the bar?
Oh, yeah. He actually takes an aluminum bucket with 4 beers in it back to his truck.
Oh.
That Debbie
Safe.
provides.
He's planning on sleeping in his truck tonight.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
Definitely. So the two of you get up to the young woman, and she kind of looks at you furtively. She's like, I don't want any trouble.
Oh, we're not here to cause you any, honey. We're just trying to make sure that you're all right. You seem a little agitated.
She looks back at the door. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Well, if
Sure,
you-
yeah. I just happened to notice you had a little mark on your face. Are you hurt?
I had a fall. It's nothing.
Oh, you just fell down?
No, I tripped. What's it to you?
You tripped. No, we just wanted to see if you were okay. Would you like me to go maybe get you some ice?
You can actually tell that it's kind of old. So she's like, "No, it's fine. It's better now. It's just ugly. It's fine." But thanks. I'm if I need your help, I'll let you know.
Please do. If something's wrong and you need anything, we'll just be over there.
Okay. I'll
And Archie
keep
turns
that
to
in mind.
Beale and says to them, maybe whispers, you think she's okay? Like, is this, something's not right here. Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
Yes, but we can't push her to do something she doesn't want to do either.
But why does she keep looking at the door?
Why don't we also keep an eye on the door, and then we don't have to worry about it?
So you make your way back to the booth. You've all pretty much finished up eating. Do you want to order dessert or get anything to take to your rooms? You can do that now. Debbie comes by and is like, "We're about to close down here soon." And looking at the clock, it is now about 10-ish. And she's like, "If there's anything else you need, you let me know."
Can I get a pot of sleepy time tea or something to
she's-
take with me?
She's like, I got some chamomile packets. I could send those with you, but that's about it.
That's
Can I get
perfect.
a coffee?
Sure, yeah, I'll get you another coffee. It's a little old, but if you don't mind.
That's fine.
If you just don't mind topping off this cola.
The cola.
Great.
Yeah, no problem. she sees your game and tops off your cola. So, you all wrap up your meals. At this point in time, the cook in back, you hear the bell ring, and there's a styrofoam container that pushes across, and she comes and gives it to the young woman, who pays with a bunch of soaked bills, and then picks it up, and she kind of furtively looks around and then leaves. And you see her go out the door and turn left as if going to the rooms. So she goes to some room, you don't know where, but she goes. It's about this time that the Russian stands up, and he is huge. He is like 6'8". He is gigantic, and he drops some money on the table, like several bills, nods at Debbie, and then walks out. And as he walks out, he's kind of looking at all of you, because frankly, you're the only people left. Everybody else is gone. So he kind of eyes all of you as he makes his way up until he's about even with you, and then he turns and walks out the front.
I'm gonna go outside on the pretense of lighting a cigarette, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna stand out by the door, light a cigarette, just have a puff and watch where he goes, but
All right.
not in an obvious way.
He goes out into the parking lot, up to one of the cars. He goes up to the kind of gray car that's directly to the east of your black car. He goes up to that, and you see him open up the trunk and get out a long case, a long, thin case. And he picks that up out of the trunk along with a backpack, which he slings over his shoulder, and then he goes to his room, which is on the first floor in the middle of the thing. As in fact, he probably has one of the rooms that prevented you from being able to get a whole block. So that's where he goes.
Okay.
So Debbie comes back with all of your extras, and she's like, well, thank you for being such pleasant guests here tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope if you're ever back this way, you stop in here again.
Of course, and I'll cover the bill.
Okay. Yeah, it's like $25.
Thanks, B.
It's not much. It's like $25. It's pretty inexpensive. So you're all able to pack up. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave the diner?
Nope, definitely not thinking about anything in the diner. Nope. Not gonna let my mind think about it. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm not gonna keep thinking about these people and their problems. I'm going to bed.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna take my to-go coffee, and she's gonna pop a pill out of a pill box and swallow it down.
Edith?
Oh, Edith is shoving the remainder.
Yeah. No, I was about to tell you something else.
Oh, you're gonna tell me something?
Yeah.
Shoving the remainder of the curly fries in her mouth as she's
As you're stuffing the rest of the food in your mouth, you hear whispers.
It's the pie.
No, it starts off very low at first. Just kind of. You can't make out any words.
Mm-hmm.
But it grows and then just suddenly stops.
Edith
Give me
kinda,
a will
looks
save.
All right. She's looking around trying to see if there is a source from the whispers. That is a 17.
You're creeped out by it, but you don't gain any stress. And you immediately look around, and no one else seems to have noticed. Everybody else is just packing up and getting ready to go. It just seems to be you.
And the jukebox, there's no like static or anything with the song. It's just the
No,
music.
as a matter of fact, after that song, it kept playing whatever from that album. So it's been nothing but country for the past hour.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
And not even good
Shaking
country.
up.
It's definitely not good country either. It's kind of repetitive, just kind of like sad country songs. Everyone's about losing a job or losing a dog or losing a truck. It's just that over and over again.
Oh boy.
Scattered in with the occasional overly patriotic song.
Sounds like
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't reoccur. Like the whisper happens and then it's just gone, and that's it. So you're
eyes
all
are
able to
dark.
pack up. Debbie sees you to the front door. She follows you up, and as the last of you step out into the cold,
Yeah.
and back out into the driving rain, she locks the door and turns the sign from open to close.
Reagan, what's up with you?
Oh, I just thought I heard something. And, I didn't. Or maybe I did. I don't know. It's done now.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to get the bags. And Jen takes off,
Yeah,
fully
I'll help.
intentioning to bring all of your bags herself.
Of course you are.
So give me an athletics check to grab all the bags.
Can I run and help?
And to be clear, I'm assuming you all have firearms and stuff. Those are in cases, though, generally speaking, especially if it's not a service pistol. You may have your service pistol in a holster on your waist. But otherwise, if it's bigger than a service pistol, I'm assuming you do not have it on you. It's in a case in the trunk.
Beal wears like one of those underarm holsters.
Oh,
and,
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
how they prefer to carry their weapon.
Absolutely. Okay, what was your athletics check?
So, you just see the hulking figure of Jen with multiple backpacks, suitcases dripped on each arm, and is laboring back with excellent physique, and you see the career academic athlete on this woman as she gets a 24 to
Whoa.
pick up each bag. She is used to taking all of the team's stuff when they're on meets into the hotels. It's part of it.
All right. Well, you even do it so well you avoid getting soaked, so no stress for you. It is still
Great.
driving rain out. As you're out here, there's a peal of thunder and flashes of lightning in the distance, and you're able to take all of your luggage and make your ways back to your room. So at this point in time, Jen and Anna come to realize that you are rooming together as you both have keys to the same room.
What the
And the rest of you have to go down the ways. It's covered at least. To the stairs to go up. There's no elevator, obviously. And if there was, there's no way it would work. So you make your way down up the stairs to your rooms, and you're all in three back-to-back rooms upstairs. So
And you swear you could still hear the faint sounds of Jen complaining.
I can sleep in the car if you want. Oh my god.
She's aggressively doing push-ups next to the twin bed. Getting her energy out.
So, let me describe your rooms here, because they're all pretty much identical. You got different size beds and stuff, but shag carpet. That is burnt sienna in color. Beds with that, like, clearly this is polyester, like, duvet cover that's like a paisley pattern, and you got one pillow each, and they are flat. The walls have wood paneling. The that is peeling in places, right? So it's not even fully attached everywhere. The TV is an old TV, it's got a thick tube. Like it is not a modern flat screen at all. It is an old cathode ray tube TV. You'd be amazed if it works. They all have rabbit ears on them.
Nice.
Maybe
a little foil on the ends.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got a table up in front that's kind of wobbly, chairs that maybe one leg is a little too short. The bathrooms, thankfully, are better than the bathroom in the diner. The tub is kind of dirty. The toilet has seen better days, but everything isn't sticky, at least, and the drains are empty. So, guess you can call that a win. These things have a window in front and a window in back between the bathroom and the small closet with those really crappy accordion doors. You know, the type that are like plastic accordion doors. So, and paintings on the wall that are like, clearly the painting on the inside came with the frame. So it's like some pastoral scene, but they're all yellowed. It's clear that this motel used to allow smoking in the rooms, because the ceiling, which is that dropped tile, is all yellow and brown in places, and clearly has had leaks over the years where there's just stain spots everywhere. So it's a nice place.
They haven't updated these rooms since the 80s.
Yeah. The field office you're about to go close down may be more modern, and it closed 30 years ago.
Archie takes out his flashlight. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go.
I was going to say, Archie takes out his flashlight. It's like, I really just kind of want to make sure these beds are clean and don't have weird bugs.
So I will say that any of you that have a forensics kit, and that would definitely be, let's see, that would definitely be Jen. You have a forensics kit. Your forensics kit definitely has a black light in it.
I don't want to know. Don't turn it on. Plain flashlight is fine.
So
sleep on top of the covers. We're good.
You're looking for bed bugs, and I will say that somehow, by some sort of miracle, my one act of benevolence here today
yes
is that you do not see any bed bugs.
Amazing.
Jason is so kind.
I'm so kind. That's right.
DM.
I was wondering when benevolence was coming in.
You knew I was saving it.
You know, as long as we
Benevolence
don't
for
see a
bed bugs.
certain horrific little NPC that we all hate. I
I do not think Lucky is staying here at the hotel. Let me check my roster.
Good.
All
Because
right.
we go out of character to kill this guy.
Yeah. Hey, look, they shot this guy. All right. So
Edith was immediately putting on her headlight and checking like the vents and everything to make sure there's no like cameras or it's not bugged in any way.
So you assume that there's HVAC. There isn't. This place has radiators and a wall-mounted unit. It does not have ductwork.
Oh, I'm peeking in that wall-mounted unit.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, there's nothing like that. It's this place is gross, but it's not that creepy, I guess. So yeah, you take a nice sweep. I mean, the rooms are old and dingy. That much is certain. They haven't been updated, but you don't see too much in the way of bugs. You know, I mean, you might see a spider in a corner in a web. You might see maybe a centipede in the bathroom, but that's about it. Yeah, you're in the Midwest. Centipedes, those are a thing. Enjoy. Now, the evening has kind of wound on. By the time you get into your rooms and you get kind of unpacked, it is probably closer to 11:30 or so. I'm just going to go around and I'll do it in reverse order. Kind of, you're winding down for the evening. What does that look like for you? We'll start with you, Archie.
Well, you can probably guess. Archie's got just a little left in that cola, a glass that Debbie gave me.
Yet
So
somehow the glass
rather
continues to get full.
somehow. So rather than at this point, Archie's like, well, no one's good, So he just chugs the cola and first, and then backs it with the whiskey.
Okay.
So
I'm
that's about the
going
level
to
that he's
officially
at.
say that you are now intoxicated. That will definitely come with penalties later on, should anything happen.
But anything.
My benevolence has run out. Okay, so you're
Great.
It
getting...
lasts so brief.
You're getting... Yeah, I know, that was it. You got about 2 minutes of it. So you're getting a little drunk. You watch TV, or you just sit there staring out the window, or... Yeah.
No. I flip on the tube there, but I can't help but think about the young woman that thought. Yes, Archie may have his flaws, but he is a man of service.
Sure.
And thinks about the people.
Yeah, she clearly had the look about her of somebody who is running from something.
Yeah.
But you don't even know what room she's staying in. You didn't see, but she's definitely here somewhere. But yeah. You turn on the TV and you get like 3 channels. 2 of them are mostly static, and the one that comes in is like a home shopping network of some sort. But it's selling really weird stuff. Like it's like the home shopping network, but it's a rerun from like 20 years ago. It's just weird. Like they're selling like, old smartphones and stuff, and like, things from, it's just junk. It's really weird. Yeah, the Snuggies.
So Archie,
they're selling Snuggies.
Archie stands up and adjusts the tinfoil on the antennas. It's like, is this really all I'm getting? And the picture is coming in a little bit better, but
you find another station that comes in a bit better, which is a Spanish language station, and they're showing some sort of kids show. It's better than the home shopping network, though.
Great.
Yeah.
Sit back down.
So you sit down and just start enjoying that while sipping whiskey. Perfect. Anna, what are you doing?
I think she probably took the bed closest to the window so that she can have the curtains open just a crack, and she's just enjoying the effects of her pill and writing down what she sees. She's just being a creep and watching what people are doing outside.
Did you say her pill? Did you take something?
Yeah, she took a pill. Yeah, when she got the coffee, she took one of her pills.
Ah, okay. Is this a prescription or a recreational pill?
Technically both.
Ah, hooray. Okay, so you're a bit inebriated then, or a bit maybe chilled out a bit?
Chilled out, yeah.
All right, perfect. I'm actually gonna skip to Jen real quick, just because Jen is in the same room. So Jen, what are you doing?
Yeah. So if Jen if Jen sees that you're like down to spy out the window, she for the last 30 minutes has been vocally out loud pacing, trying to get ready for bed, brush her teeth. Does not like that there's another person in her room, does not know how to relax, does not know how to be herself. And she's just been like, well, look, we don't have to, we can't be butting into other people's lives all the time. That's not what we do anymore. We move, and she's just been projecting all of her insecurities at you until she goes, fine, I'll just sit outside and wait to see if anyone shows up to mess with that girl. But just know that it's because of you. You're the one that's stressed.
You can just lay down. You can just lay down and...
She goes outside and leaves the door open and props up one of the chairs. And it's like, look, if you're so worried about her, we'll just wait. And she sits outside to sort of... and sits down and has made it your fault that she's worried about this girl. And has her... a med kit that she has studiously and meticulously laid out on her bed earlier, and is waiting, knowing she can't do anything.
So you go to sit out there, and it is driving rain. Like it's not comfortable. You are rapidly getting wet.
I hate water. This sucks so much. I just want to go to bed.
And you tell me how much stress you're willing to take before you go inside, because that's what's happening right now.
Okay.
And I want you to understand, if you have more stress than your total, than half your total, that gets bad. You don't want to have more stress than that. So when
more
you
than
have
half.
Yeah, so when you take trauma from a mental effect because you critically failed a saving throw or critically hit by an attack that causes stress, if you have more than half your maximum stress remaining, you take a minor trauma. You might have a panic attack, you might black out. If you have less than half your total stress remaining and you take a trauma, it instead is a major trauma, and that's bad. So you don't want to do that. So you start racking up stress at like 1 every 10 minutes here. So
great. I sit there for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I take 3 points of stress.
I go to the door and I'm just like, get inside or I am going to scream at the top of my lungs.
Jen stands up, pulls the chair without speaking, shuts the door, puts the chair at the table next to you where you were peeking out the window, and sits back down and says nothing, and is so mad that you were right and is so mad that she's wet. And she just sits there with you.
Do you need a Xanax? What's going on?
I was just hoping maybe we'd find out what room she was in so that I could hand her some arnica gel, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It would be rude to interfere. It's rude. We should just go to bed.
You can absolutely go to bed, and I will not make a
I'm
single
doing it.
sound.
I'm doing it. I'm going to bed.
Is your bed at the table? Is your bed in this chair?
Yes.
No, that's going to give you more stress. Don't sleep in these chairs. They're terrible. Go to bed.
I got to. I don't know how to. She's got a pretty good endurance. She's used to being quite stubborn and quite good at this.
You can
come at me, Coach. You tell me what to do.
How about we swap?
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Let's pop on up to Edith. Edith, what's your nighttime routine here as you're getting ready for bed?
Oh man, Edith is now that she's relaxed, that there's no hidden cameras or microphones or anywhere.
Yeah.
That's not something she does specifically. Like that's just something she does. That's something for her to ease her paranoia, which she is constantly under. She finally takes off the giant hoodie, which is completely soaked. She hangs it in the shower, takes off the bulletproof vest, takes the service pistol out from her waistband, sets it on the table, takes a combat knife out of her boot, sets it on the table.
Sure.
And she digs into her backpack and she takes out a J, opens up a window, lights up, starts breathing the smoke out.
It's best to open up the window and back near the bathroom, because that way it's not in everyone's front door. But yeah, you can totally do that. If you have any stress, go ahead and knock 1 point off. If not, you're just having a good time. You will also be lightly intoxicated, perhaps not as bad as Archie, who's gulping down the whiskey. B, what are you doing?
I'm hoping that my coworkers are making smart choices.
Definitely. You can smell marijuana.
I think B just sort of closes their eyes when the wafting smell of MJ comes through their wall and dear Lord, please make sure none of these fools die tonight. And they're going to take a shower, and they take a mug of their chamomile tea into the shower with them, and they're drinking it, and they'll set it down on the they'll wash it and they'll pick it up, and like they've managed to find the one spot in the shower where like the tea won't get water in it.
Sure.
And they're just
well, considering how terrible the water pressure is, that's not too hard, actually.
Yes. I imagine it's not great, but basically, B is just... yeah.
All right. So you all
That's
wind
their
down.
routine.
you all wind down for the evening. You eventually end up in bed. It's midnight. You got to get up early tomorrow and hit the road. You are all maybe not asleep when you hear the scream. Some of you are. You're quickly woken up by it because it's rather ear-piercing. But somewhere outside, someone screamed. I'm not too worried about it. Everybody can get out of bed if they want. You can do what you want. So I'm just going to go back around and say, what do you do?
Yeah, I get out of bed.
Okay. So you get out of bed. I will say that the three of you who are in the queens, the room with queens up on the floor together, it sounds like the scream came right outside your door. As a matter of fact, it sounds like the scream was right outside of Edith's room. With B on one side and Archie on the other. So the two of you heard it very clearly. Or the three of you, actually. The two of you who are downstairs, one of you was still awake enough to hear it.
Great.
And looking at the clock, it is about 12:30.
Yeah, grabbing that med kit that I meticulously brought out of my bag because I was already worried. And our intention is to be out the door. I imagine we're linked on this. We've been chatting specifically about this, and then we hear a woman scream.
Absolutely, we are ready to go. Two jacks in one room. We're here for it. Spring
now,
into
was it a woman screaming? You just said a scream.
It did sound like a woman's scream. You also hear the sound of glass breaking.
Edith hops out of bed immediately, grabbing the knife that was under her pillow.
Sure.
And the service pistol that she shoves into the pocket of her sweatpants.
Yep.
And runs to the door and swings it open.
Sounds good. So
Archie jumps up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Same. Archie jumps up. Same thing. Just
Yeah.
Am I tripping? Am I still tripping?
You kind of stumble out of bed. Because frankly, you're still pretty drunk. And both of your reaction times are a little slow, but you do, Edith, you do make it out the door just in time to see what looks like the young woman, but you can't really tell, close the door at the end of this floor. She goes inside. You see her go inside. She's fumbling with keys as you open up the door. And then she goes inside and closes the door. And you notice that in front of your room, there's like a broken bottle, a soda bottle, and some like spilled snacks. Like she dropped them there. And on that, I need both you and Archie, because you get out there as well and see this scene. I need both of you to give me perception checks.
11. I'm rolling so bad.
7.
11 and a 7. Okay, well, you both see the mess of snacks and stuff spilled on the floor. At this moment, I'm assuming B comes out of their room.
They do indeed.
You didn't see anyone, but you do see on the floor in front of Edith's room, there's like a broken soda bottle and there's soda like spilled all over the floor. And there's like some dropped bags of chips and stuff. Can you give me a perception check?
Sure. All right, that's where the worm turned. That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. No?
My luck on this die officially ran out. Goodbye.
Okay. So,
likewise.
I will get back to the three of you in just a moment. The two of you in the room down to yourself, do you guys go out the door? I'm assuming you do.
Oh,
Takes you a moment to gather your stuff. So you get out and you see your compatriots up on the second floor. They've come out. I need the two of you to give me perception checks. You can't see what they see, but you might be able to see something else down where you are.
23.
Ooh.
Very good.
There we go.
14. And I don't want to look, I want to be looking, not up at the balcony, because that's where my fellows are.
Yeah.
I want to be looking directly down the alleyway. So as soon as we exit our room, I want to look down towards the stairs and the laundry room.
Sure. You don't see anything down there.
Right.
But Anna, you see something strange. Over to your right, away from whatever the commotion was, because even on the inside, it sounded like the commotion came from the 2 stories near you. But over on the other side is the parking lot, right? The diners to your right. In the middle of the parking lot, there's cars, and there's the semi-truck. Now, the semi-truck, as we can see from the map here, is facing, away from you. And you can see that the back door of the semi-truck is open a little. And pouring out of the back of the semi is blood. In a gigantic pool. And it is literally pouring out of the back of the semi.
I grab Jen's arm, turn her in that direction. I pull my service pistol out to have ready, and I go. Okay. I'm going to go take a look.
So the 2 of you go running over there. The people upstairs notice your fellow agents come running out of their room, but instead of coming towards you, they start heading towards the semi, and that's when you see the pool as well. So you didn't notice it at first. All of your perception checks were pretty terrible. You're too busy looking at snacks. But now that you look up, you can tell that there is a widening pool of blood. Even in the heavy rain, you can see the pool. That's how much blood there is.
Well, that's not right. And yeah, Jameson's going to take off.
Okay. So the 2 people...
Or actually, they're going to grab their service pistol first, and then they're going to take off.
So the 2 people who get there first are Jen and Anna.
Yeah.
The 2 of you arrive at the back of the semi. The door, mildly ajar. It is dark inside. But now that you're up here, you can see the blood just kind of pouring out of the back of the semi. And you notice there's little scraps in it that look like...
Is anybody in there?
Skin. You don't hear anything.
I'm going to turn on a flashlight, put it on top of my gun, and just nudge it open to see what's inside.
You nudge open the back of the semi. And inside, it looks like there's large boxes on pallets that look like microwaves and refrigerators and stuff. It's kind of a maze of pallets in here. All you can see are pallets, but underneath the pallets, like the wood pallets, is where this blood is flowing down the grooved ruts of the trailer. You cannot see what's going on in there. It is pitch black.
I motion to Jen that I'm gonna get in, and I hop up, trying to avoid the blood river as much as possible.
Give me a reflex save. Or an acrobatics check.
They're both the same. That's a 19.
That's pretty good. You get some on your shoes, but not much. At this point in time, the other agents, I'm assuming you're all coming to join them, are making your way there. You're almost there.
When I see them, as they get closer, kind of give the wave with whatever training, visual cues that we all basic training of, like, conveying the situation of, looks like we've got a, flesh, we have blood confirmation, and we have not secured the area. Those hand signals.
Doing the whole, like,
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell them to steal third base and that we're all good.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Anna, you climb up into the back of the truck. The smell in here. Outside, you could smell petrichor and rain. In here, just that thick tang of copper.
I'm gonna start inching my way towards the back to see where the blood's coming from.
Is anyone else hopping or trying to hop back up into the trailer, or are you guys letting Anna lead the way on this?
I would the moment others get here, I didn't want to get, like, if someone was around, get trapped in there. So the moment people, other agents have arrived, I will happily hop in to go give back up to Anna, even though this is not my job.
I'll stand outside.
Yeah, I'll stand outside too.
Can you give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to climb up in there?
Absolutely. 15.
Okay. You climb up into the truck. You are several paces behind Anna, who is making her way back. The truck is dark. It's very warm in here. Despite it being very cold outside, the air in here is oddly warm and humid.
I take out my phone to add a secondary light source and also start recording and gathering any forensic evidence visually at the moment.
You begin making your way deeper into the back of the truck, past the pallets of microwaves and refrigerators and toaster ovens. The blood seems to get thicker, and as you get closer to the front, you notice some of the pallets the bottoms are clogged with flesh. And as you round the last series of pallets and look into the space that is in the front of the trailer, you see what could have only at one point in time been a man. But it's as if someone unzippered his skin and peeled it from him, like he was a mummy. They just ripped it off in long strips, all of which are now hanging from the ceiling on hooks. Almost like a decoration or a garland. And on that note, everybody, we're going to take a brief break. That's right. I'm going to give my cast a few moments to get themselves another beverage and refresh themselves for the second half of this stream. Folks, I implore you to hang tight. We will be right back. When we last left our intrepid band of agents, the five of you had discovered a gruesome murder. It appears that Red, the trucker, at least you think it is, to be honest, you're not entirely sure, because you don't know what he looks like without skin, or maybe you do now. You found a body in the back of Red's truck that apparently has had all of its skin ripped off in long strips, peeled. The body left kind of unceremoniously dumped on the floor underneath, blood and viscera just pouring out of the body. Now, Anna, Jen, I'm going to need the two of you to make me some will saves right about now, because this is pretty stressful.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Usually when they bring me the bodies, it's been a few more days. And they usually are intact. 13.
Got a 24.
24. All right. Well, Gina.
Yeah.
Take 3 points of stress.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Are you past half at this point?
Let me find out. 3 more. 7.
Gina, you're a hair off center, by the way, if you want to move over a little bit. Yeah, there you go. No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to let you know.
No, thank you. Yeah. I was originally at 13 and now I'm at 7.
Okay, so you're just north of half. You're right there.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at the smile on his face. What? I mean...
I'm back in my element. Anna.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of stress.
Okay, fine.
Jen's used to seeing dead bodies.
Yeah.
Jen's used to being the one that removes the flesh for autopsies and stuff. She's not used to it looking like she can see that there is no surgical. It was peeled, and she's just sort of shaking with the phone.
So the thing that is truly terrifying, because you are a forensics pathologist, you've done this work.
Yeah.
You've performed autopsies. Peeling all the skin off a body would take hours. Hours. This guy went into his truck 2 hours ago at most.
Yeah.
Maybe only an hour and a half. And this is done pretty cleanly. Like, it's not kind of a ragged mess job. It's done pretty cleanly. Not quite surgically. You wouldn't call it surgically. It definitely looks like the skin was torn off.
Yeah. Jen looks up and is articulating that Red might have done this because there's no possible way that that body is red, because functionally from my diagnostic at the moment, that doesn't make sense, that the amount of time to remove the skin could be red. So going to go back out the end of the truck while documenting everything to try and convey that we did indeed find a body at the back of this semi to the other agents.
So you begin backing out.
Yeah.
Anna, are you leaving as well?
No.
Okay.
I want to look around and see if there's anything... Like, she's just in straight-up shock. It's a good thing she took the Xanax earlier, because she's even keel right now. She's going to look around and try and see if she can... Is this, like, a cult thing? Are there any, like, signs or symbols, or is there a hat that says red left somewhere?
You're specifically going to take a look around. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a perception check. We'll do that.
Okay. Here's my 17.
Not bad. You don't find any sort of symbols or iconography or anything like that. But you do notice something.
Uh-huh.
The skin of his face isn't here.
Oh, cool.
But in the back, you do find a blood-soaked red hat.
Great. Can I tell anything else about the body? Is there anything else that's missing? Is he
now that you're kind of looking at it a bit more closely, it is the right shape, and you can see, the right amount of fat tissue and stuff. It is probably red. The trucker.
But it's not like someone cut him open and took his heart out or anything like that.
No. It just looks like they peeled the skin off.
Okay.
I mean, from the way his face is contorted, it looks like he may have been alive when they started, at least.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So,
I'm gonna go back up to the front.
Meanwhile, Jen comes out the back of the truck, looking kind of pale.
It's a whole body. It's a whole body, and the skin is gone. She doesn't wait at all.
What?
Skin is
What?
gone.
What?
The skin is gone.
Oh,
All
the
of
skin
it?
of who is gone?
The skin, yeah.
I don't know. There's a working theory. Anna's still inside. I'm gonna just.
All right, take a few deep breaths.
I'm not usually the first person on the scene. I'm not usually okay. I just take pictures. I'm gonna walk over here.
Yeah.
None of you, the three of you, have not seen this yet. The news is still troubling, but I'm not going to ask you to make a save about it. B and Archie, as this news is told to you, you get that kind of buzzing and like tunnel vision where you get shocking news and it doesn't, but you get kind of that. And then you hear whispering. Incessant whispering, and it is driving rain out, to be clear. You should not be able to hear anything. It is raining heavily. The sound of rain is heavy in your ears, but you hear whispering that rises up and then suddenly fades away. And as this happens, there's a strike of lightning somewhere in the distance. And the power in the motel blinks. Like it turns off for a moment, and just for a second, you're all in pitch darkness. And on that, I will
Come
need
on!
everybody outside to give me a will save.
Oh, finally. Okay, that is a 24.
You're fine.
I switched dies. I'm
you're
sticking
fine.
with this one.
13.
Also a 13.
Oh boy.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
Funny enough, the two people who are hearing the whispers are the ones who both take a point of stress.
Yeah, that tracks.
B.
So, the power comes back on, although it is kind of flickery now.
You stay here. I'm gonna go get my kit. I brought the wrong kit. Dang it! And the frustration and stress is rating on her as you see that she is holding a first aid kit and not her forensics kit because she thought she was doing something else.
Yeah,
So
you're
she's
pretty
running
sure the
back
first
to-
aid kit ain't gonna do you much good right now.
Nope, don't need this.
I've got a Band-Aid. It's not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
so she's running back to the room, believing that these agents are capable because the water is washing away all the evidence. She's got to go get quick.
Anna comes out the back of the truck.
Anna, are you all right? We heard that somebody was flayed in there.
Yes. I think he matches the build and structure of Red, who we saw earlier, the trucker. His face is missing.
Well, can you clarify missing from, as
It's
in his
not
head has
in
been
the
removed,
truck.
or?
His face, the skin on his face is missing.
Can I do an occultism lore check to see if there's anything, like if that rings a bell of any sort of
Sure.
like
Yeah, no,
rituals
go ahead.
or creatures?
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
So you think back, and obviously there's, bloodletting and cleansing rituals and things like that practiced by some cults around the world. There are some stories of cryptids that eat skin and stuff like that, but pulling someone's skin off in ribbons and hanging it doesn't ring a bell.
Archie, at this point, this whatever this is going on, and it's starting to. It's like, did I drop acid? Like, what is
the whispering? The whispering is faded away at this point, but it's still like
but
disturbing.
yeah. What was that? And so I turned to B, and I'm like, what? Did you hear something like a few minutes ago?
Edith, you mentioned earlier that you heard strange whispers, right?
Yeah.
I heard them too. And you're saying
So did I.
you heard them? Okay, interesting.
But I heard them in the diner. You heard them just now?
Yes.
In this?
Yes.
Just a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anna, did you hear anything?
No. I did hear a scream earlier, though. Who?
I heard the
Who was
scream.
screaming?
Heard the scream. Heard the scream as well.
Who was
I
it?
don't-
But it sounded like a woman screaming. It didn't sound like Red.
Was it perhaps that lady?
I think it was the young woman I saw. She ran into her room as I was coming out of mine.
Which room?
Top floor end of the hall. We should see if she saw anything.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll stay here. Wait for Jen to come back with the kit.
All right.
If the both of you are going into the truck, somebody should stay here to watch the outside.
I can stay outside
Yeah,
the
that-
truck and let Jen go in.
Okay.
I'll go talk to the young woman.
I'll join you.
All right. Archie, what are you doing? You staying back at the truck, or are you going somewhere else?
I'm not. Yeah, that was. I don't really feel that I should leave Anna there while Jen is gone. So I'm going to stand with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Edith and B make their way back to the motel, go upstairs to the second floor and down towards the door. Meanwhile, Jen comes back out of her room with her forensics kit and approaches the truck. The driving rain is still here. There's another flash of lightning, and momentarily the power blips again. But you make your way over to the truck.
Jen,
Hey,
did you notice
hey.
that the face, the skin, it's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
it's not there. It's not in the truck. It's
Oh.
not part of the ribbons. Something
Have
has
we
its
secured
face.
anything? Do I need to be worried right now?
I didn't see
You got your
anything else
gun?
in the truck. Yes, I've got my gun.
Okay, great. I left mine in the room. And Jen's
I've
just
got
like
you.
obsessively rubbing her eyes, trying to keep herself awake as the countless hours are draining on her. And I don't know, just starts trying to collect and not contaminate as everything is totally ruined, and we are not the agents for this right now. And I think she like is going to try and call the police as well, because she
Sure.
knows now we're not in the right jurisdiction. This is not our
Yeah.
town. We
Yeah.
do not have it. Like, she's going through all of the law knowledge that she knows right now.
The upside is, I mean, you are technically federal law enforcement agents. There is no
Absolutely.
police here. You are empowered to act. So
Okay,
but-
great. We're good.
but-
We're good. We're in the right county then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should the police
Okay.
show up, you would have to defer to them as a local issue. They would have jurisdiction, but they're not here right now. So
Sure.
yeah.
I'm gonna turn on whatever Wi-Fi roaming that I have on my phone and start sending messages back to our superiors.
So
Even
you-
if, I mean, I'll
Yeah,
just
you-
queue them up.
Yeah, you're queuing them up because you have 0 bars. You have no signal right now.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, go into the truck. I'm going to the truck. I'm going to find. Let's look at this face.
Okay.
I'll help you up into the
You-
truck, and I think I'm gonna be like halfway between where the body is and where the entrance to the truck is.
Okay. And
Hey, Archie. And just while I'm going in,
Yeah.
hey, mind, this might be a knock on every door situation. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. At this point now, this is a serious matter. We need to obviously go find and interview some people. So Archie at this point agrees, watches them walk off, and then
Right.
starts interviewing guests.
Don't get flayed, I mean it.
I'll try not to.
all right. So, Archie, are you going to go? I mean, you're just going to knock on every door, or you're going to go to the office?
Well, yeah. First, I'm gonna go to try to find what's her name,
Maxine.
Maxine,
Okay.
and alert her of what's going on.
All right, I'll come back to that. B and Edith, the two of you make it to the door at the end on the upper floor and knock.
Yeah.
A few moments go by and you hear the young woman go, "Who is it? What do you want?"
Hi, I'm Edith. I'm with the FBI. I would like to chat with you.
The door opens, there's a chain. Opens an inch and you can see her, and she's like, "You're a Fed?"
We mean you?
Edith will pull out her badge and flash it really quick, because
What?
it's definitely like the bureau, and it
I
says
didn't
like
see anything. I
tech.
just saw blood. I didn't see anything.
You you only saw the blood, which caused you to scream and drop your snacks.
Would you mind if we
see anything that
maybe
made any sense?
could we maybe come inside and just chat for a moment? We don't mean you any harm, and we just want to help this hotel get to the bottom of this.
Make
And we
sure
think
you're okay.
you might be able to help.
The door closes. You hear the chain slide. She opens it. Okay.
Now
but
you.
I didn't see anything.
Edith will step inside very slowly, sort of like, when you're trying to get a dog to approach you.
Sure.
And she'll be like, so, you said you didn't see anything that made any sense. I would love to hear about the things you saw that made no sense.
It was dark.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the blood.
Did you hear anything before you saw the blood?
I was distracted. I heard whispers. I thought
Whispers
somebody
that seem-
in your room was talking. I tried not to listen. I'm sorry.
My room?
Yeah. You were asleep at the time.
Interestingly enough, you're not the only person we've encountered who's heard mysterious whispers tonight.
It was dark. I saw the blood and there was a flash of lightning.
Did you
There
see
was-
anything in the flash?
Doesn't make any sense.
It's okay if it doesn't make any sense. We're here to help you make sense of it.
She shakes her head. It's a black ribbon slithering between the cars. It was nothing. It was probably just some trash blowing in the wind.
It doesn't sound like nothing to me. Go on.
I screamed. I didn't see where it went. It was coming toward me.
Did it seem snake-like or
Kind of?
shadow-like or something
moved
like that?
Way too fast to be a snake. I didn't get a good look at it. I don't know what you want from me. Listen, I've been through a lot. I don't know what's happening out there, and I don't want any part of it.
Alright, you're fine. We just want to make sure that you're okay. And we just wanted to know what you saw, and this has helped a lot already.
Can we get you anything?
She kind of shrugs. I just want to be left alone. I don't know what I saw. It doesn't make any sense.
That's okay. Why don't you go on and forget about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And if you need anything at all, we're right next door.
Thank you.
Try taking a bath. That'll help you relax.
I don't know that I can right now.
Well, thank you.
She kind of shows you the door. Meanwhile, downstairs, Archie, you get to the window. Ring the bell again. You wait 2-3 minutes. Nobody shows up.
I start knocking on the window. Maxine! Maxine!
Nothing.
Looking around.
You're pretty sure the door next to
Another-
you is the one that leads into her apartment. If you want the map
So
here. You're at the
Yeah.
little window there right next to the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I take a look around, see if I see anything on the ground that maybe just looks off, look around.
Yeah.
Make my way over to her front door.
Okay. You don't see anything that looks out of the ordinary. You make your way over to the front door and start knocking. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Maxine, you in there? Knock again.
Okay.
Maxine.
Finally, the door opens. Maxine has put up her night mask,
Maxine.
and she's wearing, like, headphones. And she's like, "What do you want?" As she lights up a cigarette.
Maxine, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. Do
Yeah,
you remember
should
me
be.
from earlier? I know, it's late. It's very late. I'm also tired as well. But you remember me from earlier, right? I checked in
Yeah.
with the five rooms.
Yeah, we don't offer turn-down service.
I don't need that. There's actually been something at your hotel that we need to address. There's the truck out there, the semi-truck. We've
Red?
found blood pouring out of the back, and there seems to be a corpse inside.
What?
And, obviously,
Maxine turns pale.
Yeah, this is a serious situation, Maxine. We're obviously going to call in some more law enforcement and need some help here, but want to let you know, since this is your hotel.
You called the cops? She goes over to a phone and picks it up. It's the old touch tone phone. And she picks it
Yeah.
up. That's not good. And hangs it back up without calling anybody. It's dead.
Well, what do you mean dead?
There's nothing on the line. I don't even got a dial tone.
That's strange. Do you mind if I come in?
Sure. Who are you, anyway? Why'd you find this body?
Well, I work for the Bureau, and we just happen to be passing through and staying at your hotel, but now that this happened, this has obviously become a situation we need to investigate.
Okay. All right. Well,
Do you mind if
can
I-
I see a badge?
Do you mind
or
if I come?
something?
Sure, absolutely. Archie pulls out the badge.
She looks
See, it says
impressed and is
Bureau.
like, okay, yeah, right. Come take a look at the phone. Can you fix phones?
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So come in, pick up the phone.
Yeah, it's dead. There's no line. And the number pad should light up, and it's not. It has no power.
Weird. Does this normally happen?
I mean, the phones here have never been very good, but they usually work.
Huh.
She has now
Well-
lit her second cigarette off the first one.
Maxine, you should probably slow down on those. It's not good for your. You see,
I got a corpse in my parking lot, and you're telling me to cut back on smoking?
you're absolutely right, Maxine. You're doing great. At this point, this is obviously a very serious situation. We should probably get all of the guests out of their rooms so we can interview them one by one. Is that possible?
Boy, can we come look at my books? So she walks you into the little side room where she pulls out the ledger. And the current guest lists, Angus Big Red McCreed, and he doesn't have a room. It just says parking fee. Helen and Walter Beach. She's like, they're in the end on the first floor over there. They're in the larger suite. They're the ones who own that RV. And she points to the RV, which is the larger vehicle way over there on the east side of the map. We got Daniel Tanaka. He's on the first floor. He's between Helen and Walter and Alexander Papov, the big guy. He's down there on that first floor, too. And then, let's see. Upstairs, we got Violet. Violet Somerset. Although, if you ask me, I think she's using a fake ID. That one isn't very good.
Yeah, I would imagine. Alexander Popov. What room number is he in?
She gives you the number. It's basically, so if you count up from where you are right now, it goes room 1, 2, 3. Those are the ones with twin beds. Then it continues around the corner on the first floor, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then upstairs, it starts over again, but back towards the middle, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, Alexander Popov is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Daniel Tanaka is in 8. Helen and Walter Beach are in 9, so they're in the last room on the first floor, over right in front of their RV. And then there's the 3 of you upstairs, in rooms, well, that would be 10, 11, and 12. And then down at the end is Violet Somerset in room 15.
Okay. Well, I think at this point we should probably start waking everyone up, which I know it's not ideal, but that seems to be what needs to happen because we'd like to interview all the guests here.
I mean, if you think that's what's best.
We have a dead body. It's kind of common protocol.
All right. So you're about to go do that. I'm going to hop back to the truck real quick because I've got Anna and Jen.
Yeah, I'm back.
Jen is going deeper into the truck. Anna, you're kind of hanging out kind of in the middle, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on the doorway.
All right. So, Jen, what are you trying to do? Just gather evidence? Gather samples?
Yeah, I know Anna's already looked at the body, but I wanted to try and use my forensic acumen to see if I can learn anything else, because it gives me a +2 circumstance bonus if I succeed.
Do you have lore science? I forget.
No, lore law.
Lore law. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, that I have.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, I mean, rigor hasn't set in, so the body has clearly not been dead for very long.
Yeah.
And the blood is still frankly warm. So he really has not been dead for very long. I mean, he may have died only 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Although, how he died and had all of his skin peeled off in that length of time is beyond you. Doesn't make any sense at all. And I really enjoy how Erika's like, I'm going to get a snack during this scene. I'm just going to... As I'm describing Viscera. Yeah, look at... I love this cast. All right. So, you're taking a close look at it, and, yeah. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah.
There's just some things about it that don't make sense. If you could get it back to a lab, you could do a full autopsy and try and determine exact cause of death and time of death, but I mean, it's pretty obvious the cause.
Yeah, it's very, very. I think then, as it's very clear that Anna and I are coming to the same conclusion, if just like this doesn't make any sense and he was peeled, that's what we know. She's grabs a handful of swabs and a handful of things before going over to Anna and oh, can I see if he's got, like, we know this is red. He got keys on him?
You don't see his clothes.
He's
You don't know
naked?
where
Oh,
those
okay.
are.
He's
Yeah,
fully...
you don't know where his clothes are. Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Let's
the only
go...
piece of clothing you found back here was his hat.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Anna that I'm gonna be... I'm heading for the cab of the truck to see if he left the key, like left the door unlocked or what's in the front.
Okay. So you're going to go do that. Anna, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. Oh, nat 20!
Yay!
You're sitting there looking around and you have your flashlight shining around. And then you spot a small glint on the floor. It is there's something sitting, like, you know, the floor of the truck is corrugated, right? The blood is mostly in the channels. This is sitting above on one of the high spots with some of the blood. And you almost would have missed it because it's right next to a pallet, but you just happen to shine your flashlight on it. There is a gold cufflink sitting on the floor.
Does it have any kind of symbol or initial
No, it's just a square cufflink with like a geometric pattern on it.
Okay. I would take out, like, I imagine she's got gloves and stuff hidden on her just for emergencies.
Yeah.
So she'd take out a glove and a baggie and put that in there and show it to Jen and then say, I think I'm going to lock this behind us so that no one else can get in here.
No, great idea. Yeah, the less wet that gets into that cab, the better. Yeah, I'm gonna... Great. Perfect. Great.
Okay. And I have lockpicks. Can I use the lockpicks to reverse lock these doors shut?
So the way that truck latches work is that they're usually secured with padlocks, and you don't see one.
Okay.
Because it's this kind of swing bolt mechanism, and then once it's bolted in place, they just put the padlock on. They typically don't actually have locks per se, because it's a roll top door.
Can I use my machinery roll to jerry-rig some kind of lock?
I mean, yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can totally use it. All you need to do is take, you know, a piece of metal, thread it through, and bend it closed, and at least it'll be hard to open.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do something like that.
Okay.
Let's just pull something out of my machinery kit.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a... do you have machinery, the skill?
I have a lot of machinery.
Great, go ahead and make that check.
18.
Okay, you've locked it up.
19, sorry. It's
All right.
19.
Meanwhile, Jen, you make your way around to the front, and it is unlocked.
Bingo! She kind of shouts really loudly to an affirmative. Pops open the door.
So
By the way, I can't get my cell phone to work.
Same.
It smells like sweat and beer in here.
Woo!
It's pretty rank. And you climb inside and look. It's one of those semi-trucks with a sleeper bed in the back.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really out of the ordinary except for one thing.
Lay it on me.
All of his clothing is clustered up against the back wall in a heap.
Okay, like
it's not folded or anything like that.
No,
It's in the middle of the bed, all in a heap. Just right in one spot.
Kind of like the organic matter of his body was pulled through the wall and the clothes were left behind.
What a weirdly specific thing to say. Why would you say that, Anna? Probably. What a weird thing to say.
I have to be prepared for every kind of outcome. I watched a lot of Star Trek as a kid.
Yeah,
That's
except
the only
this
thing
is
I
on
think.
planet Earth,
I
and it's
know.
just clothes.
But did you see
Gosh,
the way he
you're
was
starting to sound like
played
Edith.
in 20 minutes?
Reagan. Hang on, I'm so stressed.
I know you are.
All right.
But let's get there.
So, I'm going to get back to B and Edith. What are the two of you doing now?
Is it possible for me to have noticed that Archie has started, like when we come out of the room, that it looks like a process has been started to like talk to people?
Sure. Yeah. Or at least you see Archie come out of the management office. He looks like he has like a scratch pad and he's looking around at the place to see where the rooms are.
As well as a cigarette that I got from Maxine.
Maxine would bum
Like
me
a Virginia.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Virginia Slim.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably
Yeah.
something like. Yeah.
I'm specifically looking for security cameras in the halls, or like.
No, there's no security cameras.
Not even one.
No.
Not like one old
No.
one that's recording on a CC. Oh man.
This place ain't got any security cameras.
What am I here for?
Your eyes will probably still be very useful, Edith. If Archie's following protocol, he's probably about to start pulling people out of rooms and talk to them.
Yeah.
We might want to assist with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So-
can start knocking.
So, Edith, the one thing you do notice, I'll give you this. You're looking around, trying to see if there's any security, and your brain immediately goes to, well, if there's no security here, maybe some of the vehicles have dash cams or something on them. And you notice that the motorhome has a dash cam on it. You don't know if it's motion based and is turned on or not, but there is that.
That'll be part of my questioning. Is if
Okay.
if they drive.
So, are
the
you all
motorhome.
going together, or are you just gonna go start knocking on doors?
I think the three of us can divide and conquer. That's okay with you guys.
Okay.
Whatever's easier for you, Jason.
No, I'm fine with whatever you want to do. So you got Helen and Walter Beach, you have Daniel Tanaka, you got Violet Somerset, who you've just talked to, and you have Alexander Popov.
I really want to go to Alexander. I just have my spidey sense is going,
Okay.
and so that's where I'm headed.
Can I
Okay.
catch up to them and just ask them all to keep an eye out for a gold cufflink that's missing off of someone? I just want to show them the baggie and be like, hey, keep an eye out for something that matches this. It was inside the truck.
Helen and
Copy
Walter
that.
weren't wearing anything that would have, Helen and
But
Walter
Tanaka
Beach.
might have.
Walter was wearing like a cardigan and, khakis. So he wasn't wearing anything that would have cufflinks. But Daniel Tanaka and Alexander Popov were both wearing suits.
I'd like to speak to Daniel Tanaka if possible.
Okay. So that means that who are we left with? We're left with
I'll do Helen and
Violet.
Walter.
Oh, I guess you already
Edith
did that.
is going to go talk to Helen and Walter. Okay. So we'll start with Helen and Walter. You get down there to the end and knock on their door. It takes a little bit for them to answer, to be honest. But after a while, the door opens and a woman in a dressing gown. Helen is like, "Can I help you?"
Hi, my name is Agent Edith Vex. We've had an incident in the parking lot of the motel. I was just wondering if you'd heard anything or seen anything suspicious this evening.
She's like, "Walter, did you hear anything?" "No, we turned in. We haven't heard a thing. It's been pretty quiet here. I think I heard a scream earlier. I woke up with a start."
What did you drive here? What vehicle? Do you have a vehicle?
Oh,
in the
well,
parking
this is our RV. It doesn't have heat though, so we tend to stay in hotels anyway, especially when it gets colder. We like to travel.
lot? Ah, that's wonderful. Is your dash cam, is that motion activated or is that running when the car is running? The RV's running?
No, it runs on a battery, so it might have turned on. I mean, do you think it might have seen something?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I would love to take a look at it. And
Walter
whatever
comes
footage
out
we
with the
have.
keys and gets an umbrella and walks you out to the camper, to the RV, opens up the door, and he's like, "No, it feeds into the... We've got a monitor in back that we can watch it on. It feeds into the TV. I'll just turn it on." And Walter turns it on, and you notice as he's doing so, he got a piece of pie. You're not sure when, but he's got another piece of pie, and he kind of looks out the front window, And then he starts eating it while you boot up the camera.
And Edith will be like, "Can I get some of that?"
Give me a computers roll.
All right. Oh man, I have such a good modifier, and that was such a bad roll. 10.
Well, you're just trying to scan through. It just takes longer than you anticipated. It's not actually a bad thing. But you do find the thing. It's a real glitchy system. Go ahead and take a stress point as you scroll through it and are frustrated by how old and cranky the technology is. And at first you're like...
It's probably also still a little high, right? Like...
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
I don't know. The rain this might have sobered me up real quick. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
So you scan through the video footage, and at first you're like, "There's nothing here."
Mm-hmm.
And then you freeze frame on. It's like 3 or 4 frames, looking out the front of the camper, which looks at the motel, and you can see Helen and Walter's room. You can see the room next door, which is where Daniel Tanaka is staying, and you can even see part of the room next to it. For about 2 or 3 frames, you see some black ribbon move through the frame incredibly fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll come back to you. Next up, Archie. You go and knock on Alexander Popov's door.
Yes.
It opens almost immediately.
Oh.
And Popov is there, and he is now shirtless. You can now see a variety of Russian prison tattoos. And he is standing in such a way that you have no idea what's in his right hand. So he's standing at the door like this, and his arm is kind of behind the door. And he looks at you and says...
so I immediately...
He looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
Well, immediately, just from my training, I have my hand on my service pistol. And... Mr. Popov, is it?
Alexander. What do you want?
Alexander. Well, there seems to be an act of violence that has happened here at the hotel this evening, so we're just interviewing each guest just to determine their whereabouts within the last hour or so. Can you confirm? Yes, I'm in your room now.
Oh, you're at the door.
You're in your room now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in your room now, but have you been in this room for the last hour?
Yes, I've been performing maintenance.
Maintenance?
Yes.
What kind of maintenance? I'm just curious.
He lets the door open a little wider, and you notice that on his bed, he has a bulletproof vest. He has a disassembled firearm that it looks like he was in the middle of cleaning. I have license.
And what kind of firearm does he have? What is it?
It looks like a 9mm service pistol. Doesn't look like anything super special.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So you were cleaning your gun.
Duh.
Do you mind if I see the license you have for this firearm?
He reaches behind his back with his left hand and pulls out his wallet, flips it open, and he has a license to conceal carry. He's a bodyguard, according to the license.
Oh. You're a bodyguard.
Duh.
Interesting. What? Yeah, obviously. I mean, I see from your enormous size
He looks at you.
and physique. Anyway, I just want to let you know. Okay, well, I'll show you my credentials. I'm from the Bureau. Obviously,
I know.
we
I
did
see
know
the
this.
way you hold yourself. You are all very obvious.
Is that right?
Yes. And
Can
your
I ask
car
what you're
has
doing?
government plates.
So you've been really keeping an eye on us, huh?
It's my job.
Is it? Okay. Can I ask what brings you to this motel this evening?
I am traveling home from job.
What was the
in
job?
Cleveland for a job. Protect
Cleveland,
businessmen.
Okay. Care to elaborate his name, maybe?
Confidential. He has flown home
I
now
see.
to. He has flown home now to Germany. Not my concern.
I understand. And how much longer do you intend to remain at this hotel?
Till morning when I drive home. What to you?
I'm just obviously gathering information. This is just protocol. I just have to ask because there is a dead body on the premises.
I did not kill it.
I didn't ask that.
I am telling you, so it is clear.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the information. I tell you what, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to get some further information from you. Perhaps where do you, when you go back to Cleveland, are you driving? Are you flying? How are you getting back there?
I drove. I'm coming home. I do not
Oh,
live in
coming
Cleveland.
home.
Cleveland is terrible.
I understand. Yes, yes. But hey, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though. Okay. Anyway, yes. Well, Mr. Popoff, I would like for maybe if you can remain here. What we need to do is obviously gather some more information. If we have not completed this investigation by tomorrow, we'll not be able to leave. Do you understand that?
I have heard the words you have said.
Yes, but do you understand that you will not be able to leave?
I have understood what you have said to me, yes.
Okay.
He closes the door.
And with that, I did you.
He literally he doesn't wait for you to finish. He just closes the door. Now, Aki, you approach the door of Daniel Tanaka. You go and knock.
Mm-hmm.
You do not receive an answer.
Well, I will continue to knock for at least 2 more times.
Okay. As you begin knocking a second time, you begin to hear whispers. There is a flash of lightning, and the power goes out.
Shit.
The entire parking lot is now engulfed in darkness. The discussions that happened next door just finished. You were sitting there knocking, waiting, and you were about to knock for that third time. They're down there having those discussions, and then the power goes out.
Tanaka-san?
The
Hello?
whispering is loud now. It hasn't faded away. It is loud.
I'm gonna try the doorknob.
It's open.
I kind of loudly stage whisper behind me to Archie. Archie! On me!
Yeah.
The other two
and
agents
then-
begin to
Symbols.
approach as the door opens.
Yeah, I'm going to open the door. Edith, if you hear that, you're also welcome to come as well, but I think you're in the RV.
No, you are all now hearing whispers. The moment the door opens, all of you can hear whispers.
Every single one of us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
some-
in different intensity, but it just suddenly starts.
That's the first time I'm hearing it.
Mm-hmm, same.
Yeah.
All right.
As the door swings,
Yell.
as the door
Whispers!
swings open, you're looking into the room. Sitting on the bed is the figure of Daniel Tanaka. He's not facing you. His back is to you. Despite the entire place being without power, all the lights are out. There are no emergency lights in this place. And if there were, there might be some somewhere, but they've never recharged the batteries or took care of them, so they didn't come on. However, there is light in this room. The dead static of a TV that is somehow still on. It is casting a light across this room as Daniel Tanaka sits calmly on the bed. You can see that he is wearing a suit. A suit missing a gold cufflink on one side. His hands are on the bed next to him on either side. Floating in the air above him is the face of Red the Trucker. Its skin dangling in the air. You assume it must be on some thread or rope, because it's just sitting there spinning and swirling, folding and unfolding, almost as if someone were exploring it or looking at it like it was some sort of toy, folding it, unfolding it, trying to understand it. I need you to give me a will save, B.
Sure, yeah. I imagine that would
Whatever
be a
for.
thing that, like, God. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's a 22.
Okay, well, you only take... let's see how much you take, actually. Sorry. You only take 2 points of stress.
Sure.
And you also gain the Frightened 1 condition.
Wonderful. I put that in traumas?
No, this is just a condition. You can list it there if you want. But basically,
Sure.
until you are away from the source of the fright, this frighten doesn't bleed away naturally. Until you are away from the source of the frighten, you are going to take a penalty of 1 on basically all D20 rolls.
Okay, cool.
Everyone, as the door swings open and this piece of skin is floating and rotating on the air, Daniel Tanaka starts to stand up, and he doesn't do so with his hands. His hands are just at his side, and he just kind of rises to his feet. His back is still to you. And at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and ask everybody to roll initiative.
Hey, let's go.
Okay.
I forgot where I find my initiative.
So for this, everyone will just roll perception. That's all you need to do.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
10.
Ooh, nice. Oh, gosh.
Let's go, 25.
Oh, hell yeah. 21.
I got a 21 too.
All right,
Nice,
hold
high
on
five.
just a second, everybody. I want to make sure I get all these. So we have a 25.
Yeah, that's Archie.
Archie has a 25. We had some 21s.
Now I'm nervous.
Yeah, that's Annalie and B.
Anna and B. Which one of you wants to go first? Actually, sorry, B, you have to go first. You're closest.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Let's see. Edith, what do you have?
10.
10. And last but not least, what does Jen have?
I am last and not least. I'm just furthest away from the door, so it makes sense because I rolled a 6.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Technically,
You know
I rolled
what?
a 2, but
You know what? This is perfectly in keeping with the cleric goes last rule.
absolutely. And
So-
also, I was in the cab. I'm
Yeah,
far
you're also
away.
the furthest away. So, just so we have an understanding, I'm going to pull up the map here. We're not actually going to use a battle map. We'll theater of the mind this because it's just easier. But everybody, you are at the room on the first floor. This is occurring in the room right next to the end. So, on the first floor, you see the camper over there on the east side. The room directly to the north of that is the elderly couple. Daniel's room is right next to theirs. So that's the room that we are talking about here. B is at the door to that room. I've got Edith, who's out near the camper, so not too far away. 2 doors down is where Jeremy is at Alexander Popov's room. And then we've got, last but not least, we have Anna and we have Jen, who are, frankly, still out near the truck. So they are the furthest away. They will have to spend an entire round just moving closer. But that is where we are at. Go ahead and take this away. Okay. Archie, you get to go first. You need to spend at least one action to move first. Remember, you get 3 actions to go. This is Hellfinder. Combat in Hellfinder works very similarly to how it does in Pathfinder. You get 3 actions on your turn. You can move, you can attack. You can do all those sorts of things. You can attack multiple times. When you do, you take a multiple penalty for each attack you make. We'll describe that when it happens. However, firearms in this game do have something called the snapshot penalty. And that means if you don't spend an action to aim first, you take the snapshot penalty on all your attacks that round. But if you spend one action to aim, so if you raise your gun and aim, you don't take that penalty on any of your attacks. Now, on a service pistol, that penalty is only a 2, but you may not want to take a penalty of 2 on your attack rolls. So, spend that action or don't. But right now, Archie, you are 1 move away. You do not have your gun drawn. You had your hand on it, but it's not drawn yet. That would take an action. What do you want to do?
Shit. Okay. Well, I obviously have to move, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move closer to where B is.
Okay.
So that's I'm two doors down. So
you can get right up next to B, so you can see into the room.
Okay. Okay. So I'll take one action there. My second action will be to draw the weapon.
Sure. Now, you can just fire with snapshot, but here's the thing. The first thing I need you to do is give me a will save as you see what's inside this room. And the whisper grows to an overwhelming crescendo.
Okay. 13.
13. You're lucky I rolled low. Take 1 point of stress.
Okay.
And you are frightened
All right.
2. You will take a penalty of 2 on all d20 rolls from this point forward.
Yuck.
Benevolence.
Benevolence.
The only way I know how to serve it. So
It has its limits.
you have 1 action left. You're not sure what's going on here, but Daniel Tanaka clearly is involved somehow.
Okay. Frightened 2. And the head's just floating, yeah?
No, just the face. It's not the
Just
whole
the face.
head. It's just the severed face.
Just the
floating in
skin.
there.
What has he done? So he's standing up, as you said, right?
Yeah,
Daniel
he's standing
Tanaka, back to us.
And you can see now that as he stands up and his hands go down to his side, not that he used them to help him stand up, he just kind of rose up from the bed. You can see that his hands are coated in blood.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, yeah. So at this point, I'm not going to shoot to kill because I would imagine we need to get some info. And he hasn't fired.
I'm assuming, you would just demand that he lay down on the floor and put his hands on his head, right? I mean, that's what an agent would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's gonna happen.
Okay. So give me an intimidate.
Weapon
check.
drawn,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Yeah, give me an intimidate. check.
Come on. Oh, sorry. New dice. Okay. 18 minus 2 plus 2. So that's back at 18.
18. If it had any effect on him, he doesn't look like he's about ready to lay down just yet, but who knows? Maybe it worked. Next up, B.
Sorry, I was opening up something so that I could reference one of my feats.
Sure.
I am definitely going to unholster my service pistol
Sure.
and point it towards the evil thing that is scary and evil. And I will also try to demand that he get down, and I'm trying to find the description for intimidating prowess.
Intimidating prowess. Let me grab that for you. Just a second. So, intimidating prowess says, when you can physically menace the target with coerce or demoralize, which is what you're attempting to do, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus on your intimidation check, and you ignore the penalty for not sharing a language. If your strength modifier is +5 or higher, which it's not. Okay, so you get a bonus. Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidate check.
I would also like to ask if it's possible for my character to steal a skill that I have. and that is that I can speak Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can yell at him in Japanese. That's fine. Go ahead.
I don't know if he speaks Japanese, but I'm going to assume with the last name like Tanaka, there's a decent chance.
Decent chance. I will let you do it if you can say in Japanese, lay down and put your hands on your head, or something similar. I can't confirm it, so I'll take it as a yes. All right.
I choose to believe.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. What was your intimidate check?
Intimidation. So I rolled, and I get +2.
Yep.
So that would be an 18. Technically
18.
-1, which would make it a 17.
Okay. Yeah. Just like with Archie, you yell at him. You've drawn your weapon. Do you want to advance? You want to back up? You have one move left.
I would like to step back just a little to see if that alleviates some of this terror I'm feeling on the inside of me.
Sure. It does not, but it's good to know. All right. Next up, Anna.
Anna's hearing this go down, turns around, sees it happening, and is bolting out and pulling out the heavy service pistol.
So
my heavy pistol.
You pull out your pistol and spend 2 actions moving. That gets you most of the way across the parking lot, but not all the way there.
How far away in feet am I?
About 20.
Okay, that's good.
You're going to be 1 move away next round.
My range is 30 feet.
Oh, well, handy. But currently you can't even see what's going on inside the room. You can see there's some light going on in there, which is weird because it's dark out. However, Daniel Tanaka turns. And he looks completely calm. You see no expression on his face at all. He's just completely... You do notice that his eyes are closed. As he moves around the bed as if he can see everything clearly. As he moves closer, there's something strange about the way he moves. It's like his limbs kind of fold. You know, they're supposed to bend. They just kind of fold.
Fold like paper or fold like a doll?
Kind of like his... Yeah, maybe like paper, I guess, is a good way to describe it. They seem to not quite fold at the joints, but they're close to the joints.
Boneless?
Maybe? Ew. As he moves up...
Would you say maybe ribbon-like?
No, not really. I mean, it's almost as if... The best way I could describe it is if... You know the car dealership kind of wacky wiggler arm guys that just kind of move like hollow socks?
I knew someday this would be a villain in a TTRPG game.
He kind of moves not like all zany, but how they kind of just fold and bend. Kind of moves like that. And he steps around the bed slowly and deliberately. And as he does so, the whispers intensify extremely. They become incredibly strong. I need both B and Archie to make will saves again.
Oh
Looks like you two did well.
no!
So, you know that thing we talked about earlier tonight? Is it possible for me to use it now?
Are you telling me you have a hero point you'd like to use?
I do,
You've got
and
one of my old coins, so technically hero points are not part of Hellfinder, but I will accept that one because you're a Knight of Everflame and that still counts.
Yay!
Love it. Yay.
So I'll let you have that one. That's my second bit of benevolence.
You want to know what's so great about what just happened?
Did you roll the same number?
No, only one higher.
Perfect.
for a beautiful total of 9.
9.
Oh no!
What did Archie get?
Well, Archie sees the whatever the fuck is happening here.
Yeah.
This guy, and the all of a sudden the whiskey starts to come up a little bit because he rolled a 11.
So B, take 2 points of stress.
Sure. Right.
Increase your frightened condition to 2. These frightened conditions don't stack, so if you're already at 2, you won't go higher than 2. So that's nice, at least. However, Archie, take 4 points of stress.
Oh, boy.
And with its third action, because it is now right next to you, Archie.
Oh. Son of a bitch.
It gently reaches it, because now that it's close to you, can see that there's something really not right about Daniel Tanaka. He reaches forward with a finger and tries to hook it in your skin.
Yada! Oh boy. No.
Let's see. There's that. There's that. Oh, you are so lucky. I missed. He reaches forward and tries to snag, and you just panic. Pulling back, desperately trying to avoid his touch, and you do manage to do so. That is the end of his turn. He is right next to you now. Edith, it is your turn.
Well, Archie did this. It was more of this. It was more of like, what? You know.
Just a little drum stumble.
Yeah. But my stress is it's rough.
It's not good.
It's at a 7.
That's not good. Edith, if you reach 0, really bad things happen, by the way. Edith.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my pistol out of my sweatpants pocket.
Yes.
Which is where I had hurriedly stashed it when leaving my room. I'm gonna make my way, because how far away was I? I was in front of the RV.
Yes.
So, I'll make my way over there for my second action and take aim into the room.
So you draw your weapon, you move. Mm-hmm. When you see this thing, because you get within range, I need you to give me a will save.
Which die was treating me well. Okay, not bad. 17?
Okay. Yeah, take 1 point of stress.
Okay. I'll accept 1 point.
All right. I'm glad. And you have 1 action left. Now, you can aim, but it's not going to do you any good, because you won't be able to squeeze a shot this round. So you can just shoot. Mm-hmm. This thing is clearly attacking your friends.
Yeah, I'll shoot. I have trained aim as well. I don't know how that works in this specific scenario, but I'll take a shot. Where? Shooting well. That is a 21 to hit.
21 is going to hit, and that's even with the snapshot penalty of 2.
Was snapshot if you don't aim, or was it if you do aim?
Snapshot, you take the snapshot penalty if you don't aim.
I did aim.
Oh. Okay. Move, draw. Oh, you didn't have to move, really. You were right there. That's fine. We won't worry about it. It's going to hit one way or the other, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
So Go ahead and roll damage. Your bullet hits center of target.
Oh man. 1 piercing.
Okay. So the bullet... Archie, you're right next to him. And you see the bullet go straight through him and into the wall. And where it hit him, his body just kind of ripples.
Ew.
And it freaked him out so much he lost the cover on his mic. Okay. So, that was Edith. Jen, you are still across the parking lot.
Yeah, what the heck is happening over there?
You don't know?
What?
Do you just spend all 3 actions moving?
All 3 actions just running, I guess, because I don't know what's happening.
When you get up there...
Although halfway when I hear the gun fired, when I see Edith take the gun out to shoot, because all simultaneously running across, the gun gets taken out, the fire happens.
Yeah.
Jen remembers she absolutely already said earlier that the gun is in the room and not on her. So she is still just running towards these agents, because they all have guns. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I have not seen Ribbon Man or a floating face yet, so I'm just running towards my friends.
Well, you do now, so go ahead and give me a will save at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, we're golden. I've already seen... that's where his face is!
Oh, hey!
18,
take
18
one,
plus 4,
you're good. Take 1 point of stress. Top of the order.
I am now at 6, which I believe is half.
Yes. Good to know. You're at the point now where...
Less than half,
traumas happen when you hit 0, or when you critically fail one of these will saves that you have to make for stress. Or if you get hit by an attack that causes stress, that is also a critical hit. That's how you can get traumas. That's how you get mental traumas. Physical traumas can just happen from physical critical hits. Okay, so top of the order, Archie. This thing is right in front of you. Daniel Tanaka. He's right there. His eyes are still closed. He's just trying to reach out at you with a finger.
Okay.
He's not making any noise, but the whispers in your head are intense.
Yeah, a little stressed out. And I
You have your gun out.
I have my gun out, but I'm thinking about something. I have Bon Mott.
Sure. Yeah, you can try and make fun of him.
Yeah. So I'm going to be like...
Boy, this whiskey's making you make great decisions.
Totally.
All right.
So I'm going to say, hey, Wiggle Man. Get your finger out of my face, buddy. It smells like shit.
Okay.
Where'd you stick it?
Well,
into your wiggly butt?
Give me a diplomacy check with your expertising.
Hold on, I'm going to get my better die, because that I had.
We're bringing out the big guns now.
We're bringing out this one that fell on the ground. All right, here we go.
I love that this is the sentence Jen hears as she's running up. A fire has been shot, and then just Archie finishing with wiggly butt.
Get your wiggly finger out of your wiggly butt, man. Okay. Am I getting anything for that? Maybe.
I just want to know what your diplomacy check is.
16.
Okay. Well, you say those words at him, but you're not sure he understands you, or he doesn't appear to react at all.
Okay.
He is completely blank and expressionless. He's just trying to reach out to you.
So you didn't get the joke, Daniel?
It doesn't seem that he did, no. You still have 2 actions left.
Let's try this again. Well, how about shooting him?
That works too. Would you like to aim first or just fire?
Well, he's right next to me, so that's close. I mean,
Yeah,
like...
yeah. You're not going to take any range
so
penalties, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot. I don't have any hero points anywhere, do I?
I don't know. Do you got one of those tokens? No? Then no.
Yeah, no.
All right, so this is going to be an attack with your pistol. You're going to be at a -4 because of the snapshot and because you're frightened. So whatever your bonus is, -4 and a d20 roll. What you got?
A 2.
Oh! Well, that's bad. Take a point of stress as you critically miss.
I thought this was supposed to work.
Yeah, it totally didn't. You do still have one action left. You can fire again, but you'll be at a -9.
Oh my god. I do... Oh.
What's your bonus, total bonus? It's what, a 6, a 5?
With my service pistol?
Yeah.
Plus, it's a 7.
Oh, +7. Okay. So you have +7, -9, so you're only at a -2. That's not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but I've seen stranger rolls hit.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to bring out the black die.
Okay, yeah.
Always bet on black, Archie.
Thank you.
Just take me down now. I don't need... just take me out.
All right.
It's over.
You fire twice and hit nothing. He is oddly fast. He's not moving much, but the moment you aim at him, he like shifts to one side as if moving with the wind. B, we are back to you.
I'd like to try and figure out a way to get past him and into the room.
You could probably move past him. He's kind of just inside the door. You could slip in and go to the side.
Yeah, I want to move towards the face hanging in the air, I think.
All right. So you can, for one action, you can kind of move in and move past him. He doesn't swing at you or anything. You can just move past him.
Yeah, and then I want to this is such a terrible idea, so I think that means I have to do it. I want to try to reach up and pull down the face.
Give me an athletics check.
Right. Yeah, that's going to go real great for me.
Is this going to become like Jim Carrey's The Mask, but horror now?
Who knows?
Totally what I'm
I don't have any bonuses in this, so it's just a 10 because I'm at a -2.
All right, so you jump up and manage to touch it. And you do manage to move it, and that's when you realize that it's not attached to anything, it's just floating. And it's slick, and your hand falls away from it. But the moment you touch it, Daniel Tanaka turns around. You have one action left.
I am going to dive under the bed.
Okay. You fall prone and try and slide under the bed. All right. I don't know that you're fully under the bed right now, but you drop prone and you're scooting, but you're not quite there yet. Anna, we are over to you.
And is talking a free action?
Sure.
I touched it and he moved! I touched it and he moved!
Anna, we are over to you.
Okay. So I had moved to be about 25 feet away?
Yes. One more move and you'll be at the door.
But I can see him from here?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take an action to aim, and then I'm
right.
going to shoot my heavy pistol at his head.
Okay. So go ahead and make that attack roll. No penalties, just your straight bonus.
Yeah, and I'm at a range of 30.
Yeah.
I'm at least. Oh, yeah. Dirty 20.
Hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good, I should hope so. He's not wearing armor. 6.
6.
6 points.
With a thunderous roar, a shot tears through the body, goes in, hits the wall behind him, just goes straight through him. Looks like it hurt him, did something. He shudders with that, as if he ripples with it. But he doesn't fall.
And for my last action, I have a question.
Yes. You can just shoot again. You'll be at a penalty of 5.
No.
Okay.
I want to use one of my abilities.
Okay.
It's inspiring words,
Okay.
but I don't have to see someone to be able to use this. I can just... Because
They
it
need
is
to be
just
able to
audible.
hear you, so it probably would only work on somebody who's outside.
Oh, okay, so I can't...
It wouldn't
can't
work on
shout at
bees.
me.
Bees perhaps too far away and inside, and it's raining very heavily out here.
Okay. Then I would shout something vaguely inspiring for Archie. Or wait, no, I'm gonna shout something vaguely inspiring for Reagan. Since your action's coming next
Edith.
after his.
Okay.
Edith Reagan.
Yeah. Okay, so that is Anna's turn. Next up is Tanaka. Tanaka walks back around the bed, spending an action to do so. B, you are down on the ground. Tanaka reaches down with a finger to attempt to touch you. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No!
I had to look to see what the 20 was on this die. I've never rolled one before, but it's the little dragon head.
Oh,
No!
I had to see what the 20 was on my dice. And Jason.
Sorry.
This is too
That was
much benevolence for me.
That was a really good
He
Jason.
hooks his finger into your skin and begins to unroll you.
Ah!
They're
Ah!
not a fruit roll up!
Apparently I am.
Take 8 points of damage.
Sure.
You are now bleeding profusely. You have a trauma. You have a bleeding trauma.
Sure.
So in your traumas, put bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
And take 3 points of stress.
Sure. That sounds like so much fun. I'm not at half yet.
And now that he has a finger hooked in you, he spends his third action to just keep pulling. Take another 4 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
You see Daniel Tanaka reach down behind the bed, those of you who are at the door, and see a ribbon of skin begin to float into the air. And he stops touching it, he just moves his hands, and the ribbon just begins to spiral up around the room. Edith, it is your turn.
Okay, if I wanted to switch weapons, is that an action?
Yes.
And then if I wanted to get close, it would be another action.
Yes.
Great, I'm gonna pull my combat knife out of my boot.
Ah, interesting.
I'm gonna run at and just try to give him an old slice down. Because the piercing didn't seem to be working. So I'm going in with a slash.
Give me an attack roll, please.
That's a 22.
Hit.
You have a +1 to all attack rolls.
23.
critical
That's
hit.
what inspiring words do.
What does critical do for damage again?
You roll your damage and then double it.
Two points of slashing damage. Total.
You don't have a strength bonus or anything?
No, I don't.
No,
I'm
alright.
weak in strength.
2 points. All right, so he's now taking
Rolled 2
that
points.
much.
Rolled a
Okay.
nice little
That
1.
did seem to affect him more. And now that you've cut him open, you pull the knife down across him, and his body opens up. Inside, and you can see this because you're very close, he's hollow. There's nothing on the inside except for a coiling ribbon of darkness.
But he's not, like, deflating or anything.
No, but the ribbon of darkness begins to lash out at you. I need you to make me a will save.
Great! Cool.
Inspiring Words also gives you a +1 on skill checks and saving throws.
Thank you! What number is that? It is very dark. Okay, that is... I get a +1.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
21.
Okay. Well, that's good. You take only 2 points of stress.
Okay. Great.
That is your turn. Jen.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I'm running into that room. First steps, I'm running in, and,
So you're at the doorway. So you
Yep.
don't technically need to run in. You can do what you want to do.
okay, great,
from
I'm
here.
there.
Yeah, so
Can
you
I
can...
yell
So first,
something?
I guess, at your discretion, did I see what happened to B, or had I been
Yes.
still running up? I did.
No,
Okay,
you
great. Okay, I'm gonna try to duck and weave to get to the back of the bed and not interfere with Tanaka or the ribbon at all. I don't
Okay.
have a pistol on, nothing.
So-
That's not
so-
what I'm here for.
So duck and weave gives you kind of a bonus to AC when you move and allows you to avoid people trying to do covering fire.
It should. It'll help me with in not provoking a reaction
Yeah.
by running past somebody.
So yeah, you can get up to B. B is down on the ground. That's one action to move.
Great. I'm gonna. I want to attempt to stabilize or run a first
So-
aid check. I know they're like brink of death, so
Yeah.
I might be having to do some. I got some risky surgery, so who knows? I just want to.
You
I guess
kind of went silent on me there
diagnose
for a
what
minute.
B
I'm not sure
needs.
what happened, but
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah.
One action to diagnose what B needs, and then whatever that is, attempt to do that on B.
Give me a medicine check,
Okay.
and this will be your final 2 actions. It takes 2 to do what you're doing.
$24.
So, B, you are stabilized at 0. You are no longer bleeding out and dying. The bleeding condition is now also gone, by the way. Top of the order, Archie. You are now standing right next to this thing, by the way, Jen, just so you know. Archie.
Yep.
Yep. No,
The
you're
friend
good.
bleeding on ground.
Yep. Archie.
And where? So I know Tanaka moved closer to B.
Yes.
Obviously to
Yeah.
shred them like.
It's kind of in the middle of the
ribbon.
room right now. You're right within range.
Okay. Would I be able to use sneak attack here?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It is definitely
Okay.
distracted and not paying attention to you at all. It's also technically flankable right now. You got people on all sides of it.
Okay. Awesome. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And let's.
I'm assuming you're going to aim to reduce your penalties.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what's the range though? It's like.
No, the aim just
Can't
gets
be-
rid of the snapshot penalties, so you don't take the penalty of 2.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you'll
Am I still taking
take the
the
2 from frightened, but you know that
From
takes
frightened,
your +7
okay, alright.
down to a +5. So go ahead and make that roll.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. We are at a, let's see, 24.
Critical hit.
Yes. And it's what, D6 damage
Yep.
on top of that?
No, the pistol's a D8. The sneak attack's a
Yeah.
D6.
Okay.
Roll both those, add them together, and then double the result.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. 6.
I was like, if you say 4, but you said almost
Might
as
as well.
bad. 6. So you rolled a 1 and a 2.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
Yes, fucking brutal.
Um.
Whatever. At least it got something happened.
So, you fire a bullet. It whizzes through the air and through Daniel Tanaka's head, or at least what was his head. It's kind of an empty sack. And as it hits, the body of Daniel Tanaka deflates, releasing a black ribbon. It swirls around the room, dancing for just a moment with the trophy, with the face, almost as if trying to wear it. But it can't. There's not enough there. And instead, it flies up through the ceiling. The TV promptly shuts off, the whispers end, and you all hear a wet flop as the fleshy face of Red the truck driver falls to the ground. The police don't arrive until the next morning. You were unable to get a call out, but fortunately you were able to stabilize B until an ambulance could arrive. You're able to do some quick work to at least make sure that the flesh that is there is back in place and held up and bandaged. Whether or not that'll hold, you might need a graft or two. It was about a 6-inch long strip that came off by the end. But you're all left sitting, perhaps out on the parking lot. The rain has let up, staring out at the Ohio fields as the sun begins to rise. What was that? Where did it come from? Where did it go? You're not sure. But you do know that you still have a job to do in Oshkood Falls, Wisconsin. And that is where we are going to end our game here today. I want to thank my amazing cast for playing this intro scenario with me. Before we go, I want to toss it around the horn. You can, tell people where they can find you online or what you're up to right now. We'll start with B. Aki. Take it away.
Buddy, I am Aki, and I have played Beale B. Johnson, otherwise known as the Flayed Man. You can find me occasionally on Blue Sky at MixGenie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. And yeah, I'm just so glad I had the chance to play with all of you guys again. It was really awesome. And that's
Thank
me.
you. Gina, take it away.
I'm Gina DeVivo. I've been Jen. You know, she's gonna do so good after this. She's definitely staying on the job. You can find me all over at Pocket Gina. I'm on Blue Sky sometimes. Mostly, find me on Instagram. That's where I'll post if I'm heading anywhere else or being anywhere else. But yeah, it was good to be back with you guys.
Thank you so much. Erika.
Hi, I'm Erika Fermina. I was playing Edith, also known as Reagan. She's so happy that nickname is catching on. She's gonna be insufferable after this. It 1 ounce of supernatural, and she's gonna milk it for the rest of her days. You can find me across the internet at Erika ERIKA .Fermina FERMINA. And you can also catch me on Cherry Hill TTRPG Monday nights for a different modern horror game. Tabletop RPG, Cherry Hill TTRPG.
Thank you so much. Rachel, take it away.
Hi, I'm Rachel Seeley. I was whatever her name is. Annalie. I was Annalie Bronson, the surveillance girl. You can find me Sunny Seeley everywhere, SEELEY. On Instagram, I'm sunny.seeley because someone took my name. And you can also find me on the Call of Cthulhu game Forbidden on the Dungeon Run with those people every Wednesday night. Well, when we can all get together. It's a Wednesday night.
As it turns out, game groups are hard to get together, no matter what
The
system
final
you're playing.
boss was scheduling the entire time. Crazy.
Jeremy, take us home.
Yes, Jeremy S. Walker. I was playing Archibald. Let me just get this whole name out. Archibald Livingston Aurelius Davenport the Fourth, also known as Archie, and I am so grateful to have joined my fellow knights again and played this game. Oh my goodness, this was so much fun. I don't do it more often. And you can find me on the internet at jwalkerscene, JWALKERSCENE. And for those of you in the LA area, I'll be on stage in a new play at the Colony Theater in Burbank, opening on October 3rd, I believe, and running until October 9th. It's called I'll Give You My Heart. It's really great romantic comedy, and I'm the romantic interest. So please come see me if you can.
We gotta go.
Thank you, my knights. Please hang tight. I want to chat with you after the show, but I'm going to go ahead and close this out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I want to remind all of you that the Hellfinder crowdfunding campaign is live until tomorrow, August 19th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. There'll be a link attached to this video. You can find links. All you have to do is search for Hellfinder RPG, and I guarantee it'll take you to the right place. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough here today. I do really want to thank my knights for all coming back together and playing with me. It was an absolute delight. Folks, I want you to have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have a great weekend. We will see you all around. If you are following the campaign, I will be live tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. as we go in for the close. Next time you stay at a hotel, maybe don't go investigate the truck. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.